Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV. And no, this is not red. This is orange. You just can't see it under the light. I promise you, this is an orange sweatshirt. I'm heading straight out after the game finishes. I'm ready to go on not a night out. I'm out for a friend's event. So there'll be no Spurs review tonight, I'm afraid. I've got a prior engagement. But I just want to say before we start, for anyone that cares, well done to my second team. I used to work for them. I live near them. Charlton Athletic have just been promoted to the Championship after beating Leyton Orient. So condolences to Josh Keeley and Jamie Donnelly, who are both in the team today. Unfortunately, Josh Keeley won't really want to see back the goal that he conceded. It wasn't the greatest goal for a goalkeeper to be conceding, but Charlton Athletic, my best mate, does Charlton Athletic TV. I've got a few friends that work there. I know some of the coaches there. So I'm delighted for them. Charlton have gone back to to the Championship. Back to the Championship. So well done to them. Before we get going, the Tottenham Hotspur team for today is Vicario in goal, Porro, Danso, Van de Ven and Udogie, with Bentancur, Gray and Sarr, Johnson, Solanke and Tell. Johnson, Solanke and Tell. So the bench is Kinski, Spence, Davis, Bissouma, Ulasesi, Ajayi, Moore, Odegaard and Richarlison. So it's basically the same team as the other night. Obviously, no Romero we knew was going to be injured. So Danso comes in. No... who else have we got? No Bissouma, so Gray comes in, and no Richarlison, so Tell comes in. So Ange has gone pretty strong for the last game of the season. All the people saying in the chat, no flip-flopping here. No flip-flopping. I know there's a lot of people who want me to change my opinion. No flip-flopping. Imagine how weak-minded I'd have to be to change my opinion after seeing 25 defeats this season. Sorry. Brilliant over here, the trophy. Superb. Thank you. The league, absolutely, utterly disgusting. There's no excuses for it. Anyway, Brighton. Let's have a look, shall we? I'm going to look at the league table. Can Brighton, let's have a look. Brighton, if I'm not wrong, can still get European football if they draw or win today. I'm pretty sure it all comes down to Chelsea. I'm pretty sure there's a few permutations that are all to do with Chelsea and Chelsea's European game as well. So I know that they've got something to play for today. Obviously, we don't, but it would be nice, wouldn't it? I'll be honest. I mean, listen, my standards are up there. It would be very nice to see a good performance today. I'll be honest, I don't want to see us go back to Ange ball. I want to see Spurs have somewhat not pragmatic, but maybe a bit more transitional would be the way to say it. But first of all, good afternoon, good morning, good evening to each and every single one of you. I hope that you are all well. Listen, I will, of course, keep you up to date with every single Premier League score. It's going to be interesting because today is one of those days where you're going to have to get a stream, right? You're going to have to get a stream because it's not live. I'm just going to check and see if it's on Peacock. I don't think it is. If my app on Peacock, let's have a little look, shall we? I think I'm going to have to go and find one of those funny streams. Let's go back to sports. What's going on here? Live and upcoming. Actually, I might be able to get it on Peacock. So that could be quite good. Anyway, what I will do is I will keep you up to date with all of the other games. Massive games today. Not so much ours. I mean, Brighton might disagree. The bottom three are done, so nothing there. Brentford are the only team, I believe, that can go above Brighton into 8th. Now, this is where it gets interesting. You've got Man City, Man United are guaranteed, right? Let me see. 68. No. So you've got Man City, Newcastle, Chelsea, Villa, and Forest. Now, Man City are guaranteed top 6, but that doesn't guarantee them Champions League. Newcastle United are not guaranteed anything other than top 7. Chelsea are guaranteed top 7. Villa guaranteed top 7. And Forest guaranteed top 7. So, and also Man City could finish 3rd if they have an 8-goal swing on Arsenal, which I can't see happening. But 2 of those 5 will drop out of that top 4, top 5 Champions League positions for this season. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. So if we actually have a look at the games that are on today, this should be a good day for football. Let's have a look. Why is that showing me there? So you've got Bournemouth versus Leicester. Nothing riding on that game. Nothing riding on it. Leicester City are down. Bournemouth, the lowest they can finish in the Premier League is 12th. The highest they can finish is 9th, but 9th will not get Europe. Fulham versus Man City. Fulham, the highest Fulham can finish is 9th. That won't get them Europe, but the highest Man City can finish is 2nd, more than likely 3rd. You've got Ipswich v West Ham, nothing playing on it. Only for West Ham, I suppose, to finish above Spurs and Man United. That's what they're playing for. West Ham can finish as high as 14th, as can Tottenham, as can Man United, as can Wolves. Liverpool v Palace, nothing on it. The highest that Palace can finish, let me double check this is right. The highest that Palace can finish realistically is 10th, which will be an amazing season for them considering they won the FA Cup. And Liverpool, nothing on it for Liverpool at all. And you can see Liverpool haven't won in their last 3 games. Man United v Villa, a lot on this for Villa. Villa need to win to have any chance of going through into the Champions League. And then they are then looking at other results. They will need Nottingham Forest, who are playing Chelsea, to be a draw. They need Nottingham Forest, Chelsea to be a draw. They need to win, or they need Newcastle United to not win or draw. So there's a lot playing on today's games. Newcastle Everton, exactly the same. Newcastle must win. A point might do it for them depending on other results, but more than likely 3 points is going to be needed to get that Champions League place. Everton, nothing riding on it for them. Everton can not finish any higher or lower than they are. So Everton are guaranteed to finish 13th in the Premier League. Nottingham Forest v Chelsea, we just talked about. Southampton versus Arsenal has got nothing on it at all. Arsenal will finish 2nd unless Man City have an 8-goal swing. Tottenham v Brighton. Tottenham can finish as high as 14th, depending on other results, but will finish 17th if we do not win today, or if we draw and Man United lose, etc., etc. Wolves v Brentford. Again, Wolves can't finish any higher than they are in 14th, but Wolves can finish as low as 17th, but it would need a lot of results to go against them. And Brentford do have something to play for, because if Brighton lose to Spurs today and Brentford win, they will go above them. They've got a better goal difference and they're 3 points behind. So there are a lot of games today. I should work for Sky Sports. There are a lot of games today with a lot going on. But the top 5, top 7 race is obviously what's going to be the main driver today. Let me know. What do you think of the team? Are you surprised that he's gone that strong? Would you have liked to see? Sorry, it's not often I get ready to go out before I stream. I'm normally casually in a t-shirt and tracksuit bottoms, and now I'm fully sat here with smart trousers and shoes, because as soon as the game finishes, I do need to shoot off, and it just doesn't feel very comfortable at all. I feel like, oh my God, is anything going to crease? Where are we? Big up to a user. Really appreciate you, my man. Always very generous. So Premier League is bread and butter. Europa is a starter. Come on, you Spurs. Listen, as I've said, Europa League, brilliant. There are those that are saying, who cares about 17th? Me, I care. I care. A respectable 14th is what we can finish with today. Still an utter shit show in the league, but no one's going to be able to take away that Europa competition. Big up to you, a user. Premier League is bread and butter. Breaking news, by the way, Southampton have appointed Will Still as manager, so let's see how that goes for them. Very good, young, well-respected coach. Big up to you, a user. Big up to Ian JD as well, who said Ange doesn't need to protect any players, so he can tactically play how he wants to. How we play in this game will show us what to expect next season. Well, Ian, this has been the conversation through a lot of Spurs channels over the last few days, hasn't it? Is what Spurs will we see next season? Is it going to see, are we going to see the Spurs that can only win in Europe by putting 10 men behind the ball? Or are we going to see the chaotic, gung-ho 2 at the back? I don't know. I know a lot of people like to have a go at me, Ian, and thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate you. But I don't think people understand when I say that. Yes, I love that we've won it. Absolutely brilliant. All of this nonsense from people that, oh, Sava wanted us to lose. It's really childish. But aside from that, what are we now? How are we going to play next year? Let's talk about it in the chat. What are you all expecting? Are we expecting a Tottenham that are going to be pragmatic next year under Ange? Are we expecting a Tottenham that's going to be gung-ho, chaotic, like we've seen for 2 years? I don't know what to expect. And then what will happen is all summer, you'll have loads of videos from people going, this guy fits Spurs like a glove. Now, what you'll see from me is I'll be saying, really like this signing or don't like this signing, but I can't pretend to know how we're going to play because what just won us the Europa League isn't what Tottenham Hotspur do, isn't how we've played, isn't how we've trained for 2 years. So I really don't know what we are going to be next year. Sava, you picked Everton to finish 13th, did I? No, surely I didn't. Let's have a look, did I? Wow, look at me. Right, what could I get right today? I could get right. Arsenal, I've got right in second. Chelsea, I could get right in 5th. Villa, I could get right in 6th. I can't get Tottenham, Newcastle, West Ham right. I could get Palace right. I can't get Brighton right. Actually, could I get Brighton right? Could I get Brighton right? No, Brighton I can't get right by 1 place. This is interesting, isn't it? Wolves, can Wolves finish 12th? No, I can't. Wolves can finish 14th. Everton I've got bang on. Fulham I can't get right. Bournemouth not. Forest not. Brentford not. I've got the bottom 3 right, but in the wrong order. I would say it's not the worst set of predictions ever. There's two or three that are wildly inaccurate, but big up to you. Yes, Stavrodamus. Stavrodamus is what we'll say. Big up to each and every one of you. Paul says, "Coming Spurs, I want to win today. I want 14th place." Listen, absolutely. I want to finish as high at the table as possible. Man United, I'm just seeing what they've done. Players like Heaven is playing for them. They've gone quite strong. Looking at the Aston Villa team, Cash, Konza, Torres, Matson, McGinn, Kamara, and Anana, and then Asensio, Rodgers, and Watkins. So Aston Villa have to win that to have any chance of getting into the Champions League. And I've got this feeling, I might be wrong, Savrodamus might be wrong on this one. I've got this feeling that, sorry, bear with me 1 second. I've got this feeling that Chelsea playing away at Forest, I've got a feeling that game will be a draw and it will see everybody else go into the Champions League, and those two might almost play themselves both out of it. I might be wrong. I might be massively wrong there. That would mean if Chelsea and Forest draw, it would still mean that Villa have to beat Man United. Newcastle wouldn't need to win, even though I think they will. It's going to be interesting today, isn't it? It's going to be very, very interesting. Plasma, it's the last game of the season. I mean, this guy's played so little football. He is a paid Premier League player. He should be starting. Amen. I think he'll take Southampton straight back up. I think he's a very good coach. He'll take them straight back up. Spotlight on Spurs. Big up, Southern. My manager as a European champion is yours. No, but my club is. Jason said he would like a blend of both. Tony Sanange won't change. Look, this is what we're going to see next year. This is what we've got to see next year. I mean, I've never actually seen a team have to play completely differently to what they've been training for 2 years to win a trophy. So I don't know what we're going to be. I suppose it's intriguing. It's very interesting. Let's see. Let's see what we do in the transfer window. Let's see how all these people who have flip-flopped feel if Postecoglou has a bad first 10 games. Are they all going to suddenly be Ange out again? I don't know. We'll find out from all the fans. Brian, I said we need to take the emotion out of it. Our league form is awful. Yeah, look, I think it's about decompartmentalizing, which is not an easy word to say. I can acknowledge what a great achievement is in Europe, but I can also acknowledge that this is the worst. This is the worst Spurs team I've seen for 40 years in terms of league position and stuff. So it's so Spursy, isn't it? It's just so Spursy. Danielle, I completely agree. Hope you're well. So the Champions League is a far cry from the Europa League. It's going to be a lot harder next season. And it was not a great final, was it? Listen, it wasn't a great final, but you know what? Finals are about getting over the line, right? So for me, I'm not worried that it wasn't a great final. What I am worried about is how are Tottenham going to play next season? I'm not sure. Aidan, all reports are saying that Garnacho is leaving, and that doesn't surprise me. By the way, sorry, how rude of me. I should have gone through the Brighton team for you. Verbruggen in goal, Hinchelwood, Van Hecke, Webster and Igor, Baliba and Vifa in midfield, Adingra, Ayari and Gruder with Minte up top. And on the bench, they've got Cashin, Dunk, Gomez, Howe, Milner, Matoma, O'Reilly, Rushworth, and Veltman. Both teams have got a lot of footballers out injured today. I think between the two, there's about 13 players missing. So it's going to be an interesting game. There's a lot on it for Brighton. There's a lot on it. They've got an opportunity. I will keep you updated, though. I'll have Sky Sports on the TV. On my screen, I'm going to have the Spurs feed. Mainhead has said, need Forest to bottle Champions League, need to see Wolfie in pain. That's so harsh, man. That's so harsh. The soccer special team of the season is, they've taken it off the screen. I saw that it was Matt Sells in goal. Munoz at right back, which I fully agree with. And then it went off the screen. Let's have a look if I can give that to you. Let's have a look. Come on. No, I can't. Nice to see Dan So and VDV together. A preview of next year's centre-back partnership. Who knows? Who knows? No, not so. I don't know. I would assume he is saying. I would assume that after the flip-flopping from the fan base, I can't imagine Daniel Levy is going to get rid of him now. I can't. You know me, you know what I would do. So it doesn't really matter, but that's just my opinion. We'll see. By the way, this is the team of the season. Sells in goal. So the soccer special team. So anyone in the UK who watches Gillette Soccer Special. So Sells in goal. Munoz, Milenkovic, Van Dijk and Robinson of Fulham. Declan Rice, Bruno Guimaraes and Eze. So far, Salah and Isak up front. They haven't selected a third striker yet. I'll let you know as soon as they do. But it's a decent team, isn't it? It's not a bad team at all. Of course they will. It's what football fans do. It's fine though. It's all a bit of a laugh. I think a lot of people have gone really silly in the last couple of days. Like everyone's attacking everyone else. It's just a bit mad, isn't it? Brian Mbeumo is the other player they put in there. Yes, please. See, I'd take Robinson, Munoz, Milenkovic, Eze, and Mbeumo straight out of that 11. Absolutely. Don't be shy on the likes. Absolutely don't be shy on the likes. 81 likes. Come on, people. We can do better than that. Let's have a look. Let's put in a poll. Start a poll. Where will Tottenham end the day? Where will Spurs, not allowed to say Tottenham, are we? Where will Spurs end the day? Right, so I think there's 4 options, isn't there? It's 14th, 15th. Can we end up? Yep, 16th. Oh, 16th. Or 17th. So where will we end the day? There's the poll for today. Everyone can relax today. Plasma said it was a great final. We fucking, yeah. Okay. Listen, I think Daniela, from a non-Spurs perspective, was saying it wasn't a great final to watch. And I get that. It was awful. As Spurs fans, over the moon. That's all it is. Not everything's a big conspiracy. Not everything's a big conspiracy and toxic and negative. Aravin, the analyst, has said, I still have a feeling Paratici will sack him or hire a new manager. I don't think so, but we'll see. As I said, everyone knows my feelings. Where are we? No Werner start. Angie's to go. Oh, Timo Werner with his Europa League trophy. So Timo Werner's now won the Europa League and the Champions League, right? Fair play to the lad. Mariana said, if Ange's here next season, I hope not. He has to change his tactics. I'm afraid he'll do the same chaotic, kamikaze football. We're going to find out, aren't we? We're really, really going to find out. That is my big worry. My big worry is that, yes, in the moment, the emotion is great, but are we just going to do the same thing next season? We're going to see. The Spurs team is Vicario in goal, Porro, Danso, Van der Ven, and Dogi. A midfield three of Sarr, Gray, and Bentancur, and a front three of Tell, Solanke, and Brennan Johnson. Ole. Thank you, Barbaric. Do you know what? Listen, I'll say this. I hope you have enjoyed as many shows as I have this season. Watch-alongs, by the way. The shows won't stop during the summer. There'll be a lot of content in the summer. Loads of watch-alongs for friendlies, the World Club Cup. There's going to be transfer videos on this show, debates, panel shows, the Spurs review. But I really do hope that you've enjoyed and hopefully appreciated some of the watch-alongs. I've tried my best. I've tried my best to be as non-biased as possible. I've tried my best to commentate as well as possible. It's not to everyone's taste, but thank you to all of you who have stuck by me. Thank you to all of you who really have been there through a lot of abuse. Got a lot of abuse this year. So thank you to each and every one of them. You said Ange wouldn't win anything this season. Get your tattoo. Yeah, it's not the first one I've had of them. There's like 15,000 messages running through about, God, a bit of banter that Jacob and I had about getting a tattoo. And for some reason, all the people that hate me have jumped on this as though it was a bet. So I will be getting a fake tattoo of Ange, as if I'm going to ink my body permanently with an Ange tattoo. Yeah. Imagine going on job interviews with a tattoo of Ange and no, I'm afraid I'm not that silly. But I'll show you all. I'll show you all what I bought to show you that all the people that keep saying, where's the tattoo? Where's the tattoo? Where's the tattoo? Just to shut them up. Let's have a look at my orders. Where are we? Nope. How do I? Here we go. Amazon confuses me. Let me just check that there's no, hang on, there's a lot of personal detail in there. This has been ordered. This has been ordered. Let me see if I can, hang on, bear with me 1 second, because I know people will say I'm a flip-flop, but let me show you this. Right, let's have a look. Where was it? Yesterday, wasn't it? So I ordered this. Where is it? Where is it? So there you go. So I ordered this. Let me just check that my address isn't anywhere. So I ordered this. You can see I've ordered that. So they are tattoos of Ange Postecoglou that say, I always win in my second season, mate, and I'll leave them on for as long until they wear off. Okay, that is what I will do. That is exactly what I will do. So for all of those that are just going mad at me and people like this, just like, so they ask it once, then they keep asking it, and then they keep asking it. And when you're like, oh my gosh, just relax. It's okay. If, when you think this is football, it's like, how are people so vile over football? Like, I don't know if they thought, hang on, who's trying to, why is my Amazon Prime telling me something? Anyway, not for me. It depends what people want to say as a club legend. Sure, if that's what you want to say, not for me, mate. Not for me. I don't know. I like proper footballers for me. Colin Miller has said to give up on the league showed no respect for the fans that pay a lot. And again, there is this argument, and I completely agree with that argument. But some people don't. Some people just say it doesn't matter. For me, I really do think it matters. Fake tat incoming. Yeah, fake tat incoming. Listen, as I said, do you know what? The annoying thing about it, it was just meant to be a little bit of fun between Jacob and I on a show. And it wasn't even a bet. And then everyone's just now, all I've had for about 2 days is tattoo. And it's like, all right, everyone calm down. I've just shown you what I'm doing. Just relax. See, look at Albert. I've just shown you all what I'm doing and still asking the question. It's absolutely ridiculous. You haven't got my address. I didn't show anybody my address. Just relax. I don't know why everyone's so weird on the internet. Don't know why. And now he's got me paranoid that I showed my address. I don't think I did I? Delivery. No, my address is not on that page. No. I don't know why everyone's so weird, aren't they? And it's just mad, isn't it? Put it on my bottom. Yeah, you go. I'll put it on my bottom. There you go. I'll put it on my bottom. So, Albert, I've seen you in the last couple of days. I've seen what you've been saying about me on other channels, mate. Just relax. I do find it funny. These people just absolutely abuse me in other shows and then come over to my channel and start talking to me. It's as though I can't see them abusing me. Like people like this call me a prick and a cunt and a wanker and a toxic and poisonous. And then they come to my stream and start talking to me. And it's like, you would never do that in real life, would you? I don't need to apologize for anything. It was a silly conversation between me and Jacob that other YouTubers have put out as the video as though I've made this massive bet. But for a laugh, we'll have that done. But now all I'm getting every 30 seconds in my YouTube comments is get the tat. He won't get a tat. It's like, oh my God. These are the people that every single day, every game have told us we're going to win 4-0 and smash the opposition. Why don't they ever get any repercussion? Madness. Absolutely. If you're going to abuse, smash the like button. We got 123 likes. There's 375 of you in here and growing. So please smash that button. And if you haven't subscribed, guys and girls, look, I'm going to show you this. Look. I've always got to be careful when showing this because otherwise it shows you how much money I make and all my views and watch time. Not 17,940. We're 60 away. 60 away from 18,000. 60. Come on, guys and girls. 60. Let's round the season off nicely on 60 on 18k. That would be absolutely amazing. For today's game, I'll be honest. By the way, I've put the pin. I've pinned the link to subscribe. So if you haven't done already, yeah, big up, Gary. Absolutely, my man. Absolutely. Yeah, just smash that button. Really, really appreciate anybody that does that. I have pinned it. Let me pin it. There we go. Pin the message. Thank you very much. Also, by the way, mods, I'm seeing lately, I think there's a lot of people blocking people and banning people in my chat for not a lot. Please only block people if it's really bad. Other than that, let them in here. Let them in here. Please do. Big up. Where are we? Who else have we got inside the house? Someone messaged me today. Does anyone remember that West Indian guy that came on, Sean? And he was talking about the crickets. And I remember him. He sent me a message today on my YouTube channel saying, I really think you should go and support Real Madrid. Now, let this sink in. That guy is in his late 40s, early 50s, telling another football fan to go and support another club. That is mad, isn't it? Like, isn't that mad? Grown-ups, I get it. When they're kids, I get it. When it's children, I get it. When you've got a man that age going, go and support Real Madrid. Really? Sorry, am I allowed to? First of all, am I allowed to? Second of all, what? Why? Like, why go and support Real Madrid? It's absolute madness. Honestly, guys, if you could see the comments, oh my God, they're absolutely crazy. You would think that Stanley's sending them. Little sleepy Stanley. He's sleeping on my feet at the moment. It's utterly mad. Somebody else, what happened? Somebody posted in a YouTube channel yesterday that Sava said he hopes we get relegated next year. Like, and the host turned around and went, "Well, that sums him up." And it was like people just anything. They can just make anything up. Like they can just make anything up. Did you hear what Sava said? He wants us to get relegated. Ah, what a wanker. What? I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. Oh, gosh. You've got to, honestly, if you don't laugh, you cry. You have to learn to laugh. Learn to laugh. It's crazy. It's crazy times. So I'm being asked, did Charlton win? Charlton did win. They're in the championship next season. Liam, yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, shall we? Daniel Levy's quotes. Hang on, my camera's a bit wonky, isn't it? Daniel Levy's quotes. Yes, I mean, I didn't really expect anything different. I don't know if anyone else did. I think it was a bit non-committal either way. He talks again, doesn't he, about this is going to kick us on. And as long-suffering fans, I sit there and go to myself, all right, well, what are you doing to kick us on? What are you going to do to kick us on? The manager's promising a bigger season, which means winning the league or the Champions League. Cool. Noted. The chairman's talking about kicking on. Noted. What are we going to do about it, chaps? What are we doing about it? Let me know your thoughts, everybody in the chat. Yeah, I'm not seeing Gary for ages. He's more than welcome to come back on. It does. It does. Do you know what? All of my mates I'm actually out with later. All of my mates have gone. See, this is dedication to doing this, right? All of my mates got a box at Wembley because some of them are Charlton fans, and I was invited. And I said, I've got to do this. I've got to do this. I can't do watch-alongs for every league game and then suddenly go, nah, don't worry about it. But yeah, they're all there having a great time. The videos of them in the box and celebrating, and they say the atmosphere is absolutely brilliant. So hey, it is what it is. But yeah, Charlton are, of course, not my second team, but I used to go every other week when I had a season to get Spurs. When Spurs weren't playing in London, I'd go to Charlton, and I worked for them for a number of years. So I have got an affinity with the club. Alpha said, is FA Cup or Carabao Cup and top four better than this season for you? Well, by people's metric, not mine, people's metric is league position doesn't matter. And Europe is better than the FA Cup or the League Cup. So I don't know. For me, I think top four is going to be a big ask. I think top four is going to be a big ask unless we go big in the transfer window. I really do. But we'll see. We've got a manager that didn't manage to balance the competition below Alf and the Premier League. Now, I don't know how he's going to balance the Champions League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the Premier League. So we'll see. Oh, mate, it's all good. I just find it a bit funny. First of all, that someone would lie and say that I wanted to get relegated. Second, that the YouTuber, and it's not who you think it is, that a YouTuber would turn around and say, yeah, sounds like Sava. Like what? Why would I ever sit and say, I hope we get relegated? Absolute madness. The last 6 weeks, Angela's playing being locked out of the community that we have to often. Look, the thing is, there's a difference for me between having a plan B, which is sticking 10 men behind the ball, and balancing games of football. My question is, if we're seeing that his football doesn't work in the Premier League, what football are we seeing next season? Nah, big up to you, Trevor. Hope you're well, my man. Hope you're well. Yeah, listen, I'm used to it now. It's just, honestly, some days, not Sundays, some days I wake up and it's just like, okay, let me let you in something. Depending on how many messages you wake up to tells me what's being said about me out there in the internet. So this morning, I just woke up to fucking loads of messages about a tattoo, and it's this man's fault. Just kidding. Jacob will tell you, he's in here. Big up to you, my man. Jacob will tell you, me and him had a bit of light-hearted banter, and now suddenly it's turned into do or die. Sava must get a tattoo. Jacob knows I've bought the tattoos. They're not arriving, though, until mid-June. So people have to wait, but we'll go live on stream and do this. Guys, what do we think of the team today? Interesting, right? He's gone strong. We knew Basuma wasn't going to play. We knew Romero wasn't. And we knew Richarlison wasn't. So I think, fair play to him. He's gone strong enough. And we'll see. But again, it's a bit of an interesting one today, isn't it? Party atmosphere. Brighton do have something to play for. We technically don't. It's going to be a real interesting day. And Brighton are a good team. They are. Brighton pass the ball about nicely. We'll see. We'll see. What's my thoughts on Inzaghi close to joining Al Hilal? I didn't know this, so I don't really have any thoughts on it at the moment. What are your thoughts on it? I don't know. I need to take that in. Let's just see what Romano's saying about anything today. Here we go. So Anana and Garnacho out of the Man U squad. Romano's saying that both with their futures in doubt. Let's see. Jack Grealish has been left out of the Man City squad. He'll be leaving. Carlo Ancelotti on his way to Brazil. Let's see what else happened. Barcelona, amongst several clubs, keen on signing Juan Garcia from Espanyol. Good player. A good goalkeeper. Perchie's told me about this guy a lot, and I've seen him. He's good. Fabrizio Romano said Ruben Amorim will speak to Man United fans stays. There's no doubts on his future, so he is staying there. Will Still is the new Southampton manager. Then a picture of Luka Modric with about 4 million trophies. What else? Real Madrid informed that Fede Valverde has been diagnosed with lumbosacia. Okay, we'll get well to him soon. That's not what you want to see. Xavi Alonso has been confirmed as the new Real Madrid head coach. Eric Ten Hag will become new Bayer Leverkusen head coach today. So again, failed upwards. Fair play to him. And Arda Turan will sign as new Shakhtar Donetsk manager. God, Arda Turan. Interesting. I could go through them all day, so I won't go any further. But big up to each and every one of you. And we'll see in a minute. Let me just check. Has the stream started for me yet on Peacock? Bear with me. Let's restart that. I don't think it normally starts till about 10 minutes before the game. And bearing in mind, guys and girls, when we do the... reload that. I don't know what's going on there. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. My Peacock just crashed. We're going to have to get that back up. I've got 2 puppies sleeping in between my feet. It makes it very uncomfortable, but I don't want to move them when they're sleeping. Right, let's go back to that in a minute. Why is that not reloading? Bear with me, please. I don't know what's going on there. Bear with me. I don't know. That's going to be annoying. What's happening? I don't know. We'll go back to that in a minute. Sorry, my Peacock for some reason isn't working. Come on. You can do it. All right, we'll go back to that in a second. Back to normality for Spurs. Listen, as I said, it's about next season now, isn't it? It's about how are we going to play next season? Are we going to play the pragmatic style? Are we going to play the gung-ho chaotic style? I don't know. But by the way, we are now only 53 away from 18,000. 53 away. So if anyone hasn't subscribed, please do. Big up to my man, Cookie. How you doing? So big up, Savak. Glad to see you haven't flip-flopped. Well, listen, my opinion doesn't change on a cup run. That's just me. We all want trophies, but for me, league form tells us everything. I've said this all year. Listen, I know people want me to be more... But said, for me, league form over 38 years tells me more about the direction of the club than a trophy. I want to win the trophies, but for me, at the same time, I don't want the league form to be 17th. But hey, we won't go into that now. Big up to you, Cookie. And big up to D&B Forever. Thank you very much, my man. Really, really appreciate you. Why is this not working? Check your internet. Well, I've clearly got internet. This site can't be reached. Typical that's going to do that 17 minutes before the game starts. How frustrating is that I've lost my feed 17 minutes? Big up, D&B. Really appreciate everything you do for me throughout the season. Big up to you, my man. Sava and the boy Hotspur are the only ones who haven't flip-flopped, lost their integrity and their brain set. Listen, each to their own. Let everyone do what they got to do. It's absolutely fine. Sava, you will be Anjin by the end of the summer. Why? I mean, I can bookmark it, but I don't know what's going to change my mind between now and the end of the summer. But I like the, you know, I don't actually know why I would change my mind between now and the end of the summer. I don't know what could possibly happen. Absolutely, Mark. And this is the thing. I think it does matter. There's a lot of people that pay. I'll be honest. I won't pay Daniel Levy anymore. But if I was paying, I'd be absolutely livid at the season we've just seen at White Hart Lane. And those people that pay, I think they've got a right to. Hang on. Let's. Sorry, I'm just going to go back to this. Sorry, why is that peacock not working? Sorry, bear with me 1 second, people. I'm just trying to get my peacock to work. I don't know why it's just suddenly dropped. I don't know why. I can't reach it. I cannot reach it at all. Why is that dropped? Checking the proxy and the firewall. No idea what's going on. I'm going to have to find a dodgy stream. Today's going to be a bit hit and miss, guys, with a watch along. Who do I think Spurs will sign in the summer? I think we'll go for a lot of free transfers. I think we're going to look at people like Kyle Walker-Peters. I think we'll end up going for someone like Jonathan David. I think we'll look at somebody like Angel Gomez of Lyon. I think it's going to be a lot of free transfers. That's what I think we'll do. So for me, all day, every day. Proper player, experienced, winner, senior. Absolutely would I want him. Madness. Oh, I think we've forgotten who we are. I think we've forgotten who we are all of a sudden. Arsenal signings of Mendy and Garcrez, Sesko, City signing Reinders, Liverpool signing Frimpong, Wirtz and Kirkes. How can we catch up? We're not going to catch up with them. You're not going to catch up with these teams. Everyone calls me negative for saying it. I'm not being negative. I'm just saying, look, they're the types of players they sign. 1 second. Echo that. Sorry, I'm just trying to see. Hang on, I'm just asking somebody, is your peacock working? Mine won't load. I don't know what's going on. That's really frustrated me. I've got I had the whole thing sitting there ready to go, and now suddenly it won't work. We'll try nearer the time. Get Grealish. What about his wages? Well, Grealish will have to come down a bit in his wages. I don't think any other club at his age is going to pay him what Man City have. Yeah. Listen, Modric has been a top footballer, hasn't he? Top footballer. League position change makes this a 9 million game. Yeah, I know, but whenever I've mentioned about the revenue that comes in, I get told I'm not an accountant. So, Billy has said, Sava, when have we ever won anything plus been good in the league in your lifetime? Many times. How old do you think I am? I don't understand this. This isn't true. I mean, I've seen Spurs multiple. I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what you're saying. Billy, I just feel like you say the same thing. No, the UEFA Super Cup's not going to change my mind. I don't change my mind on one game of football, mate. I need to see him do this over a league season. I'm not sure why that's so difficult for so many to fathom. I know everyone really wants, everyone seems so bothered about my opinion of it. I'm just not sure why. It's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. If you're comfortable in your own, we'll see. Yeah. I don't know what's happened. Honestly, the Peacock situation is just gone. Yeah, but if I reboot and restart, I've got to reboot and restart all of you lot as well. So, and then I lose 450 viewers or whatever is inside the house. So I'm not going to do that. It looks like I'm going to have to try and find a feed. Bear with me. Right. So now we're going over to the tablet. We're going over to the tablet. Let's have a look. Cool. Right. Let's have a look. Okay, let's do this. So we're going to go to, sorry, guys and girls, I had everything planned. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be flustered. I'm not going to be rushing about. And then suddenly, right. Okay. I want sport. Okay. Sport. Let's go to UK Premier Sports, live event, live football events, EPL club teams. Where's Peacock? EPL club teams. There we go. Let's go to Tottenham. Let's see if they've got a feed up and running yet. We'll see. We'll see how that goes in a minute. I honestly don't know why that's just happened. I really don't know why that's happened with it's saying that checking the proxy in the firewall, running Windows network diagnostics, detecting problems. Let's just double check. Hang on, this might do it. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to this device? Yes. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. This is what happens when you're live and you don't have your own editor that can do all this stuff for you in the background. Hopefully we get there in a minute and all is well. Billy, give it a rest. Billy, give it a rest. It's Billy, you're getting boring now. I don't want to block you, but you're really, really getting boring. You're really, really getting boring with this now. All right. I'm not talking about that. You are. Jesus Christ. Honestly, I get one or two trolls and they just don't stop. So I give them enough rope before they hang on. Are we in? Hang on, are we in? I think we might be in here. Right, how do we do this? So bear with me, everyone. So that's been updated. My VPN's been updated. Right, bear with me. You get all this done before sports. Where are we? Where's the Spurs game? There it is. Hang on, don't tell me I've done it finally. Don't tell me I've done it. Don't tell me I've done it. I'm normally rubbish with all this technical stuff. There's a bloody I'm back. Oh, yes, we've done it. Well done, Sava. Well done, Sava. God, that was fun and games, wasn't it? That was fun and games. Big up to you, Johnny. Hope you're well. Big up to Donna Cullen inside the house. Yeah, fans don't care about money, but do you know who does? Players' wages, transfer fees, they all care about transfer. They all care about money. Jackie Boy Johnson says, have a fair play to you. It's hard to find many non-Ange cultists. Listen, for those that love Ange, love him. I've got nothing against them. They seem to have a massive issue with me not loving him. I can appreciate what he's done in the Europa League, but I just don't. He's just not for me. Jean-Pierre, because my job is a YouTuber. This is where I make my money. I don't understand people. Come on, guys. Let's stop being silly, right? Let's stop being silly. Why am I not at the stadium? I make money from YouTube. I'm a content creator. If I'm not YouTubing, I'm not making money. Spurs games, I do the watch along for you lot, and I make my money at the same time. Big up to you, Alex. Yes. Oh, you and your comments, eh? Big up to you, my man. Super Cup travel is manic, 2 hours from the nearest airport. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about how they're going to get there and tickets, and it all looks a little bit hectic. Let's see if I've got Peacock. Here we go. Yes, we have. Right. So when the game starts, what I will do, I'll probably be a minute or so behind, right? Because I'll be a minute or so behind because I'm on Peacock. So I'll be watching the game, talking to you lot, but I won't be able to look at many comments. No, Sava, you can't fumble it. No, I'm trying not to, man. We're good. We've got it sorted. I'm so bad with technology. It's unreal. Like I get accused a lot of making fake accounts and stuff. And I'm like, I can barely have my own account, let alone making another one and switching between them. I'm just not very good with technology. So we'll see. We'll go over to the stadium in a minute. There we go. Let's have a look. So they're showing that Liverpool are champions. Oh, there we go. Come on. Peacock's a funny old thing. So they're showing that Liverpool are champions. Obviously, we know that. And then most of this is going to be down to the top 5 race, isn't it? The top 5 race. I might as well still use a Nokia. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many different crazy things with technology now, and I'm just not used to it. Guys and girls, let's get some score predictions with 6 minutes to go. Surely we're going to win, aren't we? Surely we're not going to lose a 22nd game of the season in the Premier League. Let me know your score prediction. If you don't say the team, I'll take it that the first number will be Spurs and the second number will be Brighton. Let me know. 3-1 to Brighton, says Mark. 3-1 to Brighton. 10-1 to Tottenham. Thank you, Tracy. It's always nice where people are sensible. Now my Peacock is saying that the coverage will begin shortly. Let's refresh that. Check that there's no issues. I hate it when you have to find a stream. Life's so much easier when every game is live. Okay, it's still not there at the moment. Where are we? Let's go to some of these scores, shall we? I'll rattle through them. 2-1. Who cares? I care. We can finish 3 places higher and get an extra £9 million. That gives you more money, more transfer revenue. You know, come on, let's can't just be this team that says we don't care because we won something. I don't think fans use this as much as they should. Spurs 1-0, Spurs 4, Brighton 1, 1-1, 3-1, 2-2, 3-3, 2-1 either way. Oh, I love that non-committal. 2-1, 2-2, 5-1 Brighton. I can't quite see that. 4-0 Ange Ball. 4-0 Ange Ball. Let's see. Which Spurs are we going to get today? 2-0 Brighton. Hang on, let me just see if they're going to go back yet. Yes, we're back at the stadium. We're back. So I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go over there for the game in a second. 2-0 Brighton. 2-2 draw. 3-2 Brighton. 1-1 with a Tell goal. I'd like to see Tell score. He's been really disappointing for me so far. Big up to my mate, Jimmy James. Said thank you very much, Jimmy. Really appreciate the generosity. Said, afternoon, everyone. Just want to say thank you for all the content throughout the season. Thank you. It's quite nice when people are nice. Just wondering if we should adopt stars on our badge to represent our Euro successes like some other clubs. Jimmy, I don't know if teams do that for the Europa League. It's a good question. Can anyone confirm? I know obviously the Champions League teams have stars. Does anyone know whether Europa League teams do as well? I genuinely don't know the answer to that question. Jimmy, very generous. Let's talk about that. Anybody? Can you let us know? Thank you very much, Jimmy. And I appreciate you appreciating the content. I do try my best, although the world of YouTube can be very, very interesting at times. But we are 3 minutes away from kickoff. The Spurs players and the Brighton players are lining up. Here's the teams. Vicario in goal. Porro, Danso, Van der Ven, and Destiny Adogi is going to be the back 4. It's going to be a midfield three of Bentancur, Gray, and Papa Sarr. Then a front three of Tell to the left, Brennan Johnson to the right, with Dominic Solanke through the middle. And I'll get you the Brighton team in just 1 second. Stay asleep, Stanley. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to do what we did the other night. We're going to try and attack. What are we going to do? Let's see what Spurs we have coming out tonight. Let's see. It's going to be very, very interesting indeed. Who's messaging me? Panic. So Kinski, Basuma, Richarlison, Spence, Odegaard, Davis, Moore, Ulasesi, and Ajayi on the bench. Brighton line up like this. Brighton are going to go with Verbruggen in goal, a back four of, they put Vifa here. I can't see it. I think Vifa's going to play in midfield. Of Hinchelwood, Van Hecker, Webster, and Igor. The midfield two is going to be Belieber and Matt Vifa, I would think, with Ayari, Gruder, and Adingra behind Minte. So a lot of very quick, skillful players in that front four. Have they got a goal scorer in that front four? I'm not sure. Bear with me 1 second. Who's at my... hang on, bear with me 1 second. So, the final chance to get in your Tottenham predictions today. Big up to Alain Valerie as well. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you. I said Sava and Danny, bosses, the anti-flip-flop crew from a French Spurs fan. And as always, Ange out. Listen, look, I get it, right? I get it. People are losing their mind. I get it. We've won a European trophy. For me, absolutely brilliant. It just doesn't change what I've seen from this manager for me for 2 years. Hey, it's only me. I just don't need everybody to lose their mind purely because I don't like Ange. It's really not deep. It's really, really not deep. By the way, guys, I will be going over to big up to you. Thank you very much. That is very, very generous, Alan. That's very generous indeed. I will be going over to Peacock. So I'm watching that on my screen. So if I don't bring comments up, I'm not ignoring you. I will keep coming back to them. It's purely because I'm just trying to keep the hang on. I'm trying to keep this in time with my score, with my timer. Okay, I'm going to start the game. The game, when the game starts for me, okay, which is going to be right now. We're off and we are underway. So the game has kicked off. Big up to each and every one of you. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and hopefully Tottenham can end the season with a win. Here we go. Let's get that right back up to speed. There we go. So here is Brighton on the ball. I would expect Brighton to have quite a lot of possession. They are a possession-based football team. As they roll the ball out from the back into Webster. He goes back into Verbruggen. By the way, I'll keep you updated with every live score in the Premier League as they come in. Brighton just having the ball for the first minute, not going anywhere, just rolling the ball across the back. Neat patterns, passing, and then that's given away by Brighton, and Mickey van der Ven can play the ball back into Vicario. So Tottenham now going to build up from the back with Danso, goes across one to Porro. He goes down the line, but that's given away to Verbruggen, and now Brighton can come again. The bookies apparently are making that the win probability is that Brighton will win the game, is what they're going with. And there's a foul early doors by Papa Sarr, and it's going to be a Brighton free kick. But hopefully you're all well. Sit back, relax, enjoy. I will keep popping back. Obviously, I'm watching the screen of the game and just listen to the commentary. Hopefully you enjoy. Maybe one day I'll get a job working for Sky Sports. That's the dream. That is the dream. I'm kidding. I've never really thought about it, but I would love to do it. So Brighton here. building up from the back with Van Hecker. And obviously, the 4 main games on Sky are all of the Champions League games. You would expect that, right? You would expect that. There's a ball over the top, headed in. There's a shot early doors by, I want to say that might have been a Dingra. It was, and it's gone wide of Vicario's goal, and he never really got hold of that at all. But it was a good ball by Van Hecker that split the defence. Minte won the ball, and then Adingra with the shot that flew just wide. So still 0-0 in all the games in the Premier League as Vicario plays the ball out, gives it away, but one back. And now Tell can run down the line, can he? What's he got? I really want to see something. No, he's given the ball away. Yeah, he's not for me, guys and girls. I think I've said it a number of times. I really don't want our transfer budget being spent on Matisse Tell. That's just me, though. Don't all have a go at me. I feel like every opinion, everyone wants to have a go. Big up to each and every one of you. Let me know in the chat. What do you think of Tell? Rob Frank, big up to you. What do I think the top 5 will be? I think Villa will sneak in there. I think it'll be Man City, Arsenal, Villa, and Newcastle. Is what I'll go for. That's what I think. But listen, I could be absolutely wrong. Let's see. Here's Archie Gray. Lays the ball down the line. Now the ball's gone back into Gray, and he's lost possession. Needs to be a bit stronger for me, Archie Gray. I think I'd definitely get this ball on the weights in the summer if he's going to stay. Here's a Dingra. And he's pushed over by Tell, and it's going to be let me move that light. Don't think that light should matter today, should it? And it's going to be a throw in to Brighton down on the right-hand side. So I'm trying to monitor 3 screens here, so please bear with me. I'll try, as always, and do as best a job I can for you as possible. Kuti was injured the other night, I'm pretty sure, for anyone asking. I think Kuti Romero was injured the other night. Anyway, so Brighton having all the football. Not really going anywhere at the moment, but here is Vifa. Plays a good ball in, but it's intercepted really well by Bentancur. He's got a chance here. Bentancur lays it off to Tell. What have you got? Tell lays the ball back, and it's cleared for a corner. So a corner kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Just coming up to 5 minutes gone. I quite like Van Hecker. I think he does a good job at the back for Brighton. So a corner kick, Tottenham Hotspur. It's going to be taken out there by Pedro Porro. There's Dominic Solanke in the box. Still no goals across any of the Premier League games as it stands. No goals across any of the Premier League games. Corner comes in, and it's gone over everyone and all the way out for a goal kick. It wasn't a bad delivery, right on top of the goal, but it's going to be a goal kick, is it? Or a free kick? Or I think we're looking at a goal kick. There's a calm about today, isn't there? There's a calm about today. When people are saying my time is a little bit behind, how can my timer be behind the stream I'm watching? Alex, think about it. I've got to have it in line with with me. So here's Mickey van der Ven. Tottenham haven't really got going here yet, which isn't surprising as the ball swept out wide to Mickey. He hammers one down the line. That's going to be won by Van Hecker. He gives it to Webster, and the ball goes back into Verbruggen. Good tackle there by Archie Gray in the midfield. Here's Tell, opens his body up, shoots straight against the Brighton players. I just always feel that there's no end product with him. Just feel like he needs a bit more end product. Anyway, here's Mickey van der Ven. Into Danso. Van der Ven. Across to Udogie. He goes back into Vicario. Now Danso. But at the moment, the Premier League table has not changed from what it was before. We're now 8 minutes gone in most Premier League games. No goals anywhere. No goals anywhere. Still Wolves 0, Brentford 0. That's on the TV at the moment. Anyway, Tottenham now with the ball at the back. Here's Danso. Matt, I'm not. Go away, Matt. Go away. I'm giving you a fair warning. Go away, Matt. I don't like losing games ever. I don't understand how you don't understand that. Just stop, Matt. I don't want to lose 22 Premier League games. Sorry if you're a loser and you want to. I don't. No one's going to tell me I'm a bad person for not wanting to lose games. Can't lose 22 out of 38 games. You can't, surely. Nothing really happening in the game at the moment, by the way. Nothing really happening. Neither team really putting anything good together here at the moment. Brighton need this more than we do as well. So, I mean, they've really got to go for it. Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 1. Sarr with a goal. Good player. Good signing. Really good signing. Sarr's Brighton player, ball over the top, cleared by Van der Ven on the stretch. Now the ball goes out to Tell. And it out for a throw-in. So Crystal Palace winning 1-0 away at Anfield. I will let you know in a minute what that does to the league table, but at the moment, that's not really the main game. So Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 1, Ismail Sarr with the goal. Big up, Phil. Hope you're well, mate. Big up, Phil. Oh, hang on. Are they going to show the goals? Are they going to show the Palace goal? Oh, they are. Brilliant. We get to see all the goals today. Great. Ah, yeah. Bad pass from the Liverpool player. Oh, Brighton have just knocked one over the bar. Tell you what, that was close. Tell you what, he should have kept it down, to be honest with you. I think it was Mats Vifa. Yeah, it was Mats Vifa. Again, be good to see what he does over the next few years. He's a decent player, Mats Vifa. But Brighton really do buy some very good technical players, don't they? Still 0-0 then in every game other than Mickey van der Ven gives the ball away here. Here's a Dingra, takes on Bentancur. Good play by Bentancur to get back at him. Good play by Bentancur there. He stuck with his man, got the foot in. Good play by Bentancur. So Brighton have got the ball again. Yeah, all the flip-flops. That's what I'm saying. All the flip-flops that are pretending they're leaving out and want to protest, but flip-flop on the manager. Tut, 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 tut. Yep. Stuart, absolutely, mate. Absolutely, Stuart. That's it, isn't it? Absolutely. He hated the fans doing it. And the Anjin fans all called us losers, right? And now those same Anjin fans, have a look. People like Matt going, oh, we don't mind if we lose today. What are we talking about? I don't want to lose any game. I never want to lose a game. Anyway, nothing really happening at the moment from a Spurs perspective. Spurs have given the ball away really poorly there. Porro shot blocked by Mickey van der Ven. It comes back out to Belieber. Sloppy play from Spurs in the last few minutes. And now the ball is with Van Hecker. And you would expect Brighton to dominate possession. That's what they do. They're a possession-based football team. Here they are, building up on the left-hand side. They've got the ball into the box, and then Danso clears it well for a corner kick to Brighton. Corner kick to Brighton out there on the left-hand side. Good defending by Danso. Got his body in the right position, and a clearance for a corner kick to Brighton. So the corner kick is going to be taken short, actually. Dinked in again into the middle, and that's gone over everyone. And it wasn't a great corner, and it's gone all the way out for a throw-in. So Brighton made a right mess of that. Still the only goal this afternoon in the first 15 minutes of the Premier League. Ismail Assar at Liverpool for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 0 at Anfield. Back here at White Hart Lane, it's a throw-in to Destiny Udogie. Well, Bill, it just made a mockery of it, didn't it? It made a mockery of Levy-in fans suddenly being flip-flops, didn't it? It just makes an absolute mockery of it. They want to protest against the owner that's given them a trophy, but they want the manager that has it. I've said to them, I don't get it. I don't want either the owner or the manager here, but hey, I haven't changed my stance, Bill. Hey, that's just me. That's just me. Please don't forget to smash that like button if you haven't already, and please do subscribe. We are chasing down the 18,000. We're chasing down the 18,000, and we are 44 away from 18,000. 44 away. Here's Tell driving down the left-hand side, and he's tackled. Again, needs some end product for it from him. Just don't feel like he's got any ability to really beat a man and create. Anyway, here's Brighton coming out the back. Given away. Papassar does well. Lays a good ball into Tell again. What have you got? Something. And it's a penalty. We've got a penalty. He's been taken down in the box. I'll tell you what a clumsy challenge. We won't care. It's a penalty. Tell danced into the box. Didn't look like there was any danger. Vifa, his manager, must be going mad at him. Didn't need to make the tackle, did. And it's a penalty to Tottenham Hotspur. A penalty to Tottenham Hotspur. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely a penalty. I can't see there's any way that gets overturned. Silly challenge. Lazy dangling leg from Vifa. And that's going to be a penalty. Going to be a penalty to Tottenham Hotspur. We've got a chance to take the lead here. So, for Bruggen, up against, I'm guessing, Dominic Solanke. I'm guessing it's going to be Dominic Solanke. Here he is. We've seen him score a couple of good penalties this season. Important ones as well. He steps up, takes a step, shoots, and in off the bar. Tottenham 1-0 up. Tottenham are 1-0 up for the penalty spot. Dominic Solanke with a goal. And wouldn't you know it, my front door's gone. Bear with me 1 second. My front door's gone. Oh, that is sod's law, that. Please bear with me. Please bear with me. Can I come and see you tomorrow? Is that right? Sorry, I'm not being registered. I'm trying to stop the puppy coming out. Sorry, I'll come see you tomorrow. Oh, just use my mind. Oh, I'm like. So. No, I was going to tell you about cricket. Yeah. You're right with TV now. Stu's upstairs to say. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. No, it wasn't Jehovah's Witnesses. Tottenham 1-0 up. Dominic Solanke. Sorry, didn't really get a time to talk about it because the front door went. Matisse Tell taken down in the box. Penalty kick. Solanke tucks it away. Tottenham Hotspur are 1-0 up. Let's go back to Peacock. Oh, so we're 15th, are we, at the moment? People are saying Tottenham 15th. As it stands, no change in the top 5. As it stands, no change in the top 5. Let's go back to Peacock. Sorry. That's the thing when you stream from home. Anyway. So no other goals other than Solanke's goal here and Ismail Sarr's goal at Anfield for Crystal Palace. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. We are 42 away from 18K. 42 away. Guys and girls, if we could hit that tonight, I'd be really chuffed. I'd be really appreciated. So Tottenham Hotspur currently climbing up the table on the last day of the season. As the ball's played into Solanke, he loses the ball. We know he's not got good hold-up play, so we know that's going to happen. Here's Brennan Johnson. Dinks a ball wide. Way too much on that from Brennan Johnson, and the ball is in touch for a throw-in to Brighton, and it's going to be rolled across to Van Heck. He goes across to, is it Webster or Webster, isn't it, that's playing with him? Brentford have taken the lead at Wolves. Now, if I'm not wrong, does that put someone in the chat be able to tell me, doesn't that goal at the moment as it stands, doesn't that put Brentford above Brighton and into a Conference League position? Am I making that up? Or I'm pretty sure that might be true. Guess who scored again? Mbeumo. What a player. Get me him on our right-hand side all day, every day. Get me Mbeumo. Brighton, some good passing there. Bring the ball down. So Brighton now trying to break Spurs down. We've got into a good shape, Spurs, as the ball goes out wide to Igor. He goes back into Webster. Still Southampton 0, Arsenal 0 as well, by the way, as Brighton are still building up. Here's Adingra. Yeah, Brighton are keeping the ball well without really struggling. They don't have a striker on the pitch, which I'm very comfortable about. There's no Welbeck. There's no Pedro. Mitoma's not there, which I always like to see a Brighton without. Man City have scored. Gundogan has scored for Manchester City. So Manchester City 1, Fulham 0. That will guarantee Man City Champions League football and third spot as things stand. A ball played down the line to Adingra, blocked by Rodrigo Bentancur, but the referee, I think, might have put the flag up. Sorry, I think the flag might have gone up for offside. We'll see. Big up to each and every one of you. How you doing? Please smash that like button. Guys and girls, there are 459 of you in the chat. If another 41 of you smash the subscribe button, we'll hit 18K. And that would be a very happy Sava on the last day of the season. 41 of you. The link is pinned. Here it is again, though, for anyone that hasn't subscribed so far. Let's have a look. Brentford 1 up at Wolves. Yep. We're 14th. Well done, Spurs. 14th. And apparently that means everyone's in the mud. Yes. No, Matt. 14th isn't better for the fan base. We should be in that top 6 or 7. I do like the way you're doing this, Matty. I do like the way you try your best to troll. Some of us have standards, Matty, yeah? Not 17th, not bottom half. Tottenham 1, Brighton 0. In the other games, Palace are beating Liverpool 1-0. Ismail Assar. Brentford are 1-0 up at Wolves. Brian and Buemo. Fulham 0, Manchester City 1 with Ilkay Gundogan. And now it's going to be a free kick to Tottenham down on the left-hand side. It's going to be floated in right-footed, I would think, by Matisse Tell, unless he goes short. Now Tell whips the ball in. It's an awful ball, though. Awful clearance as well. And then Gray with an awful ball back in. That last 10 seconds of football, no one should ever repeat that. That was awful from Tell and the clearance from Brighton and from Gray. So now here's Brighton again, building up from the back. I mean, they've got some very neat approach play. They've not really got in behind too much as it stands. And here is Van Hecker at the back. There's the ball played down the line to Adingra, back inside. There's a good cross whipped in. It's gone all the way over everyone. Adingra wasn't marked. Then the ball goes across. Brighton get the header across, but safely into the arms of Vicario. And again, Udogie switched off there, left his man completely unmarked. He's got to switch on at moments like that for me, Udogie. Thank you very much. Only 37 away now. Thank you. I really do appreciate you. Only 37 away from 18K. I can't see it now. If he does, fair enough, but I can't see it now. Can't see it. Anyway, back in the game. Not a lot of goals today, is there? Not a lot of goals in the first 25 minutes. Only 4 goals across the Premier League. 3 away teams are 1-0 up, and Tottenham, the only home team to be winning. There's a ball over the top, and the referee has given a free kick against Minte, who is playing slightly out of position today through the middle. We all know that he's a winger. And Tottenham Hotspur have a free kick. It's not been a game for the classics, but hey, we're winning. That's nice. As Minte dragging Danso down to the ground. Still Forest 0, Chelsea 0. Very important scoreline. But at the moment, without Villa scoring, it doesn't change the table. So Chelsea will have Champions League. Forest won't. Villa won't, as it stands. So, Tottenham 1, Brighton Hove Albion 0. Mickey van der Ven just catching, I think that was Hinchelwood in the face. I think it was Gruder, sorry. Gruder, not Hinchelwood, sorry. Gruder. And I will be a lot more active with the chat, by the way, at half time. It's just obviously on my other screen is where my Peacock stream is. So anyway, here's Sarr, plays a ball down the line to Udogie, who's overlapped Tell, and the ref has stopped the game. There's been an offside flag, so Brighton will have a free kick. I'm guessing it's all going to hot up in the second half. There you go. Ozzy Ardiles, Ricky Villa. Gee, look, Sandro's there. Who else is there that we can see? Was that David Weir? Am I making that up? David Weir was there. Still Man U 0, Villa 0. They've just put that up on Sky Sports. 0-0 in that game. Obviously, very important for the top 5 race. There's a ball whipped in by Brighton, but that's got way too much on it, and it goes all the way out for a throw. You always know when a cross doesn't even make it out for a goal kick. But Spurs have a throw on, and the 1-0 lead looks very comfortable at the moment, if we could say that. Very, very comfortable. So it's going to be a corner kick to Brighton here. It's definitely got the feel. I know. I mean, as a fan, it's got the feel of an end of season game, hasn't it? Which of course it is. But now Brighton are going to take their second corner. Let's see who's going to whip this in. Well, they didn't whip the last one in, did they? They actually played the last one short. This one is going to be whipped in because there's no one out there with him. This is going to be whipped into the Spurs penalty area. Eagles in there, Gruder's in there, Van Heck's in there, Webster's in there. Some big bodies, some little ones as well, but some big frames. The corner kick's going to get whipped in. Finally, is it? Yeah, here we go. The ball's whipped in. One at the far post and hang on, knocked down, cleared, not quite, and now the ball whips back in. The shot is blocked by Archie Gray. Yeah, Vicario. Just palming the ball away. It was won well by Brighton, and then palmed away in the end by Vicario. And now Papa Sarr gives away a free kick. So Brighton free kick. Yeah, the corner that was whipped in. It was one at the near post, headed towards goal. I mean, he saved it. He should have saved it. I think if I'm honest, he should have caught it. If we're going to be honest, he should have caught this for me. I think he's made a meal of that, Vicario, but he got rid of it. Thank you. We're now only 36 away from 18,000. All day, every day, and a month for Sundays. Yes. So as we work our way to half time, Vicario now plays the ball down the line, and that's given away. And Van Hecker can now bring that clear. There's Van Hecker. Plays it back to Webster. Webster's going to play. He's played a good through ball that breaks the lines. And there's a foul by Rodrigo Bentancur. Oh, Chelsea have missed a sitter, by the way. Oh, Chelsea have missed a sitter. Well, not a sitter. Ball whipped across from Cole Palmer, and Neto on the half volley just couldn't slide it home. Good chance for Chelsea. They're just showing that on the screen. So Brighton, 7 attempts to Tottenham's 2. All that matters is that we're winning. We are now a defensive team, aren't we? Have you noticed? We've gone from Angeball to being a defensive team. Brilliant. Anyway, Brighton are going to have a free kick here. It's going to be whipped into the box, to the back post. It's actually dinked to the near post, brought down by Hinshelwood, flicked across. Danso heads it clear, only as far as... Oh, Brighton have made a mess of that, and Spurs will be happy with that. But it does now go back all the way to Vifa, and he goes back to the keeper. I'll tell you what, we're quite lucky that Brighton made an absolute mess of that there. Now here's Vifa. It's all Brighton, but without really troubling us, if that makes sense. As Brighton, bad pass, the ball goes out. It's a throw-in to Tottenham Hotspur on the right-hand side. Still Newcastle 0, Everton 0. That game's just come up on the screen. Good evening to each and every one of you, by the way. I hope you are all well. Yeah, because what people are realising now is everyone who said Angeball, you don't understand Angeball, is Angeball doesn't work. When we defend and put 10 men behind the ball, it works. Angeball doesn't work. People won't like me saying that, but it's absolutely true. 2 years of tactics that don't work. Anyway, 33 minutes gone. Tottenham 1, Brighton 0. My stance didn't change, Jean-Pierre. My stance has not changed on anything. There you go. There's my stance. Anyway, back at the game. Here's Gruder. Brennan Johnson's back there. He's actually done really well there. That was good from Johnson. And then he's lost the ball immediately. Ugh, done the really hard work. And then the easy work. We do that a lot, don't we? We do the hard work well. And then the easy parts of the game, we seem to not do well. And we gave the ball away. And here's Brighton again. Now Tottenham can play it out from the back, can we? Archie Gray caught on the ball. And then, I'll tell you what, luckily for him, Brennan Johnson came and helped him out. Because Archie Gray, for me, again, I just don't think he's ready at this level. I really don't. I feel for the boy. I genuinely don't think he's ready for this level. Matt, I need you to grow up or I'm going to block you for the rest of the summer. I would say exactly the same thing to Ange's face. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? I'm not a kid. I'm not a child, Matt, like you. Of course I would say it to his face. I would be asking him all the questions. Why do you play like this? But then when your job's on the line, you play like this. So no other goals since the Man City goal. No goals in the Premier League now for about 14 minutes. As a free kick given away by Danso and Bentancur between them in the middle of the park. Anyway, Brighton now just building up on the left-hand side. Again, they're seeing a lot of the ball. And this time it's cleared, given away. Back out to Igor. Now a ball looped to the back. It's a good ball. It's gone into a Dingra. He brings it down, crosses all the way over. I don't think has he kept that on? I don't think he has. He has. There's a Dingra. Ball's gone up in the air. And then won by Danso. Does well, Danso does, doesn't he? Now here's Igor. It's all very scrappy from Spurs. Then a shot that's bobbled and dragged wide. I think it's going to be a corner, though. I think it's going to be a corner. But yeah, it's all Brighton without really troubling us at the moment. Again, I just find it hard to enjoy watching Spurs at the moment. I don't know what we are. I've said this for months and months. I don't know what we are. as a team anymore. We don't keep the ball well. We don't build up well. Not sure what we are. But the positive is that we are winning 1-0. Thank you. We're now only 33 away from 18,000. That would really mean a lot to me. 33 away. There's 8 minutes till half time, by the way, as well, as Brighton are going to have a corner kick. And it's going to be Vifa, I think, with the corner. I think that's Vifa. Whipped into the Spurs penalty area. Cleared. And then a free kick given away by Igor. Actually, the refs allow play on. And Spurs have got a counter-attack here. Bentancur, if he picks the right pass, he doesn't. But we've got it back. Porro, if he picks the right pass. Tell. Oh, Tell. Oh, Tell. Oh, gosh, he's so poor. You've got to finish that. Oh, you've got to finish that. Oh, wow. Come on, Tell. Spurs, good counter-attack, then got lucky, then a good ball through, and then just completely fluffed the lines. Completely fluffed his lines, Matisse Tell. And then a free kick given away, I think, by Bentancur. I think it's going to be a yellow card for Bentancur as well. Oh. Dan, I don't disagree with anything you said. Still no other goals. So far, Sarr for Palace, 1-0 up there. You've got Man City, who are 1-0 up at Fulham because of Gundogan. Brentford are 1-0 up at Wolves because of Mbeumo. And then Spurs 1-0 up here because of Dominic Solanke. It was an awful finish by Tell. It was really poor. He could have gone to his bottom corner in the right, bottom corner left, and he goes straight at him. Really poor. And Bentancur with a yellow card for what was not a nice tackle. Here's Minte, cross-blocked. And then a cross blocked again by Archie Gray. Good position he took up there, Gray. And now Sarr. Oh, Sarr, what was that? Sarr's pass straight out into touch. Straight out into touch. As I said, I will be a lot more interactive with all of you at halftime, I promise. I really do promise. Yeah, I'm not. I've said all along. I don't care if he scores today or whatever. I don't want Spurs to sign Tell. I think there's so many better footballers out there for that price on the wing. I really don't know what he's good at. Here's Van Heck seeing a lot of the ball. Other two Brighton centre halves. Here's Minte. Seeing a lot of the ball, Minte, sort of dragging out to that left-hand side. Here's Webster again. Goes back out wide. And then good defending by Brennan Johnson. And then a horrible clearance by Porro to give it away. Horrible clearance from Porro. And now here's Igor. Whips it in, cleared this time by Danso. I like Danso. I'm going to say it now. I think Danso's a good defender. He's a no-nonsense good defender. No more, no less. No more and no less as the ball goes out for another corner to Brighton. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Danso, I like him. All right, let's just block this person straight away for being an idiot. Sorry. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I think he does the job. I just think he does the job, you know. Not everyone needs to be flashy. I just think he gets on with it. He defends, he throws his head on everything. Yeah, not many goals. I was expecting a gluttony of goals today, but no goal, not a lot of goals in the Premier League. So not... There's the ball played all the way back into Danso. Gives it to Van der Ven. He goes across to Destiny Adogi. Now back out to Tell. Arsenal are winning. So they're winning to consolidate their second place. 1-0 up away at Southampton. Kieran Tierney with the goal for Arsenal. So Kieran Tierney with the goal for the Gunners. As Danso rolls the ball along to Mickey Van der Ven. Van der Ven goes out wide to Sarr, to Tell. He goes one more. Good ball down the line to Adogi. He's being held up, though. Now the ball back to Tell. Now back to Papa Sarr. Yeah, Spurs not really... after the final, are they tired? Are they hungover? Whatever it may be. Ipswich 0, West Ham United 1. So West Ham United 1. Now that obviously will impact us because that will knock us down a place in the Premier League, if I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure as it stands, that would knock us down one position. So I think we're 15th as it stands. I think somebody will be able to confirm that for me. We'll look at the Premier League table at half time, by the way. I think we're 15th in the Premier League. Right, 15th at the moment. Okay. Oh, good chance for Chris Wood for Forest as well against Chelsea. So in the last couple of minutes, we've had a goal from Kieran Tierney. Lots of the away teams are winning. We're the only home team winning in the Premier League right now. So Ipswich 0, West Ham 1. James Ward-Prowse with the goal. Here's Brighton driving through the midfield. Bentancur's got to be careful with a tackle because he's on a yellow. So as it stands, it's as you were in the battle for the top 5 in Champions League football. Good ball there by Brighton. They're moving the ball nicely, Brighton. They just don't really have a goal scorer, do they? I don't ever feel like they're going to find a goal from any... Well, at the moment, I don't feel like they are. There's a ball dinked across. And again, Danso heads everything away. Danso, for me, heads everything away. Given away by Sarr in midfield again. Brighton just playing through. It's a good ball out wide left. Cuts in. Lays it off. Yeah, there's a cross in and saved by Vicario. Yeah, there's only going to be 1 minute of added time, so we will be at half time in a second. I'll be able to come over and speak to all of you. Brighton have got in some lovely positions. Again, I think they're desperately missing Pedro and Welbeck. And I think that works for us. I think that really, really works for us. So Van Hecker and Solanke go up. Solanke's gone down, holding the back of his head. And it looks like this might just cease. Man United Villa, Emi Martinez has been sent off for Aston Villa on the stroke of half time. That is going to seriously dent their Champions League places. Emi Martinez sent off for Aston Villa. I don't know how that makes sense. I genuinely don't know how that makes sense, but okay. Well, no, but we spent 60 million on what was meant to be a goal scorer, and he doesn't really score goals. He's got 9 Premier League goals this year with that penalty. We'll get to all the scores at half time. And it is half time. It is half time. So Tottenham Hotspur 1-0 up at half time. It's not been a game for It's not going to be a game that anyone watches back, but at the moment we are winning. So let's have a look at the Premier League table. Actually, should we do the halftime results first? So it's Bournemouth 0, Leicester 0, Fulham 0, Man City 1, Ipswich 0, West Ham 1, Liverpool 0, Palace 1. I knew that would happen. Forest 0, Chelsea 0, Man U 0, Villa 0, Tottenham 1, Brighton 0, Ipswich 0, West Ham 1. And the other game I missed there was Newcastle 0, Everton 0. Hello, Stanley. Stanley's come back. Right. Sorry, I was just responding to someone. So let me know what you thought. What did everyone make of that half time? It wasn't a game for the purist, but Tottenham are 1-0 up without actually having to do anything. A penalty from Dominic Solanke being the difference. By the way, yeah, Dan's so very good in the air for those saying that. Hello, Stanley. Hello, mate. You're up and awake, are you? Hello. Let's have a look at the Premier League table so we can see what's going to happen. Oh, no, you don't go for him. You don't go for him. He's old. No. Sorry, everyone. Just Stanley being a pain in the backside. As it stands, Liverpool are top with 83 points. Arsenal second with 74. City third with 71. Newcastle fourth with 67. Chelsea fifth with 67. Villa sixth with 67. Forest seventh, 66. So a goal from Forest will see them in the Champions League. A goal for Chelsea would confirm them in the Chelsea in the Champions League. And a goal for Villa would confirm them in the Champions League. But Villa have gone down to 10 men. Emi Martinez sent off in that game on the stroke of half time. If we go further down the table, Tottenham move into 15th with what would be our second win in 12 Premier League games. No. Second win in 12 Premier League games. As it stands, Man U are 17th. Wolves are 16th. Same points as Spurs, but a worse goal difference. And West Ham United are currently in 14th on 43. Everton are 13th on 46. And then there's an 8-point gap from 13th to 12th. So at the moment, Spurs 14 points off the top half of the table. It's unfathomable, isn't it, that we are 14 points off the top half. By the way, for anyone that hasn't subscribed, please do. There's 612 of you. We are now 29 away from 18K. Shamelessly, 29 away. There we go. 29 away. There is the link. Guys, let's make it a good day. Yeah, I try and put on as good a watch-alongs as content for you as possible. But please, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Let's get that to 18,000. It would really mean a lot to me. Let me know your thoughts. 5-word answers. What did you make of the first half? There's some super chats. Big up to Cam Shanks, who has said thoughts on Xavi Simons. All day long, better than what we've got. Do I think Spurs will get him? I just get the feeling there might be better offers. I would take him in a heartbeat. Big up to you. Really, really appreciate that, Cam. Let me know in the chat, what do some of you think about Xavi Simons? For me, he walks into our team. Gary is back to earth with a bump. Well, listen, it's the same football, isn't it? It's god-awful to watch, but it's getting the result right now. As I said, Ange ball is a thing of the past. We're now a team that kind of muddle through games, aren't we? We're a team that kind of sit in, which is fine. But, hey, it is what it is. Big up to you, Gary. I'll tell you what, Tom, completely agree with you. I think Danso's a good defender. I really do. I think he just gets on with the game. I'm not disappointed that we signed him. I think that was one of the better ones. Yes, Garavasine, Palace are 10th in the table. I mean, if they finish 10th and win the FA Cup, it's a good year for them. Palace are currently 14 points above Spurs as well. That is mad. That is mad. We were miles above them at the halfway point in the season. Miles. Phil has said that was just more of the same dross we've come to expect. It is what it is. It is what it is. Dan said, same old story. Brandon said, just ready for the season to be over. Been hell, but this last few days hasn't been too bad. Or I'd take him all day, every bloody day. All day, every bloody day. All day. I think he's an excellent footballer. A couple of people in the chat asking what breed Stanley is. The breed of Stanley is pain in my arse. That's what he is, as he's playing with a squeaky pig right now in front of me. I agree. I feel for Tell. I feel for Tell. Not many clubs loan 19-year-olds and hope that they're going to be better than they are. For me, he's got to do better. He's got to do better. He's had a number of chances again today. He either hits the first man or the goalkeeper. Big up to each and every one of you. James, thank you for your input. So people in the chat are clueless. Sure, we're all clueless, aren't we? Everyone's clueless if you don't agree with them, right? It's easy for me to say you're clueless, he's clueless, she's clueless. All that means is that they disagree with me in essence, right? Let's be brutally honest. I don't know why. I understand why Tell is that bad. He didn't prove it with Bayern. He didn't prove it with Bayern. That's the point. He didn't. Video complete. He didn't, or they wouldn't have let him go and replaced him with Elise, would they? So I don't quite get that one. Where are we? Kiri has said this match looks like your usual Prem game. These guys are teenagers that only watch City's domination for 2 years. Meh. Again, sorry, you do know we support Tottenham. What do you mean meh? Take him all day, every day. All day, every day. I love this. All of the Anjin fans, people like Matt, for months were telling me, watch the football we play. Watch when the players are back. Watch how we play. You don't understand Ange ball. Now they're saying things like hashtag Ange wall. You've got to laugh at these people. They've completely done a 180. One second. They've completely done a 180, these people, haven't they? Completely. Big up to James said, we have no attacking mids. Even when we have attacking mids available, we've looked awful. So, James, that's no excuse. Sorry. Big up to a user, always very generous. Always very generous. And has said, talks signing 3 players. We need a lot more for Champions League. Listen, I think we need a lot. I do. I think it depends on the quality of what you bring in. If you go and buy 4 or 5 first-team players, you'll be all right. If you don't, I think you're right. You're going to need a lot of players. But we'll see. We'll see, right? It is what it is. The transfer window's upon us. Let's see what Tottenham do. Okay. Yep. Yes, Danso will be coming to Spurs. Yeah, he's an obligation. He's an obligation to buy. I would take Leroy Sané all day. From what I saw the other day from Romano, apparently he might be staying, from what I remember. I'd take Leroy Sané all day, every day. Where are we? There's a lot of people in the chat. How are we all doing? Thank you. We're now only 26 away from 18,000. 26 to 18K. There's the link. It's pinned. I'll put it in the chat again. Be amazing. Big up to Kate and Jim. I believe they're in the chat. Big up to you. Subdue. I don't even think he's worth that. I think with good scouting, you can go and get much better. That's just me. Just me. Yeah, unfortunately, Houston has signed for Real Madrid. David, Mbuemo and Edison. I think David and Mbuemo, yes. Edison, I think we'll have bigger offers. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. 1 second. Hello, mate. I'm live. I'm streaming live. Of course. Of course. I'll see you there. Bye. Sorry, it was my best mate. Just asking. Are we out? Yes, we are. Kate, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Kate. Absolutely. Listen, each to their own. As I've said all along, it's not that big a deal. There's so many people incensed. You must love Ange. I don't have to must anything. It's madness, isn't it? Big up to each and everybody in the chat. So many of you. Trevor said, Ange will laugh out loud. I'm enjoying seeing us defend. I like seeing us defend, but unfortunately, the manager struggles, doesn't he, for the link between defense and attack? It's what he struggles with. He can only do one at a time, which is hilarious. It is what it is. Who else have we got inside here? Who else? Oh no, kudos. This boy's a top player. No. He's a top defender. He's going to get better and better. He's a top defender. Kay Bassi said, Pucker session you done the other day. Great panel, mate. Yeah, listen, it was a long one, wasn't it? If you're talking about the show on, we're talking about Friday night. Big panel, long show. But yeah, really enjoyed it. You know, Stel, Sean, Danny, Lubo, Mr. Box Office, Mari. You know, we had some, you know, Maz was there as well. A lot of good people. I don't love Ange and it's not personal. Bang on. I don't know why everyone gets their knickers in such a twist about it, Claire. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone going, oh, you're wrong. Okay, well, I'm wrong in the Europa League, but I'm very right about him in the league. So it is what it wants. Yes, it angers me that you can't see that Ange has reached a level our ex-top managers haven't. Yes, he has reached a level. 17th in the Premier League and 21 defeats. That's the level he's reached. You think Ange has learned through the season? We've lost 21 games. At what point did he start learning? Unbelievable. Absolutely, that's where I am. I love Spurs. I hate all of this. Sava didn't want Spurs to win the Europa because of Ange. What a silly thing to say. It's so silly, isn't it? It really is silly. Honestly, if I could show you the number of childish comments I get a day, I would say you'd be amazed, but I don't think you would. The number of just silly comment after silly comment after silly comment. I just can't see how it works with him playing in this gung-ho style of play that we play weekly. I can't see it. We'd kill him. But listen, one of the greatest players I've ever seen. What a footballer Luka Modric is. Great player. Sava, are you taking Ryan Cherky? Absolutely. Cherky. Well, listen, I want Eze as well, but we know that Ange turned him down in the summer. By the way, Tottenham in this game, 63% possession to Brighton with 9 shots, 37% Spurs with 3 shots. The stat that matters, Tottenham Hotspur are winning the game. Yeah, any spamming, you're going to be gone. Big up to you, my man Mojo. Big up to you. Any spamming, you're going to be gone. Listen, we all hope it's a good transfer window. I've got a feeling we're going to see some very cheap options come in. I've got a feeling we're going to see some very cheap options come in. I've got a feeling Kyle Walker-Peters is coming back to the club. Homegrown, academy trained, plays right back and left back, and he's a free transfer. Just watch this space. Marco said, I would have Reinders and Buemo and Modric our midfield and attack. Listen, there's no chance Reinders is coming to Spurs. He is going to Man City if everything is to be believed. Modric, I can't see the Modric thing happening. I'd love it though, just not with this manager. Hey, it is what it is. Just wait and see if we're back underway yet. Bear with me. Not back underway yet, but the Brighton players have just come back onto the pitch. So I will start the timer as soon as the game gets going again. Brighton are going to make some substitutions. So Matoma is coming on for Brighton. Oh, I don't like it when Matoma plays. He's a bloody good player. Let's see if Tottenham are going to make any substitutions. Don't think Tottenham are. It looks like Brighton are. Yeah, I reckon we'll get him on a free as well. I'm not expecting a lot to change. But hey, that's just me. I need to see more of Romain Esse. He's a youngster, isn't he? I haven't seen a lot of him. Need to see more of him. The highlights I've seen, he looks decent, but really difficult for me to give an informed opinion at this stage of his career. By the way, it looks like the game's going to get off and under running very, very shortly. So I'm just looking to see if Spurs have made any. The Spurs players are having a huddle. Looks like Dominic Solanke's leading that huddle. There's Odegaard. So Odegaard has come on for... who's Odegaard come on from? I'm not sure who Odegaard's come on for. You guys will probably know before I do, in all honesty. I'm just trying to see if I can. And Brighton are going to get the game off and underway. There it is. Brighton have got the game off and underway. And Tottenham Hotspur lead 1-0. So the substitution, I don't know if someone could tell me, Sarr's gone off and Odegaard's come on. So Odegaard, Tell and Johnson behind Solanke with Bentancur and Gray in midfield. Let's see what happens in this second half, shall we? Big up to each and every one of you, by the way. So Papa Sarr off, Odegaard on. So here's Van Hecker. He gets the ball back across to Webster. So Brighton took off Ayari and Adingra. And they brought on Gomez and Matoma. Matoma's running at us straight away. He's bloody good. And he gets the ball across. Cleared by the very impressive Danso again. And then a free kick given away by Gomez on Pedro Porro. Danso blocks everything, doesn't he? Danso blocks absolutely everything. So, and when I go quiet, by the way, guys, when I go quiet, it just means that not a lot is happening. I would have Semenyo on our wing. Yes, I would. Yes. Yes, I would. Big up to each and every one of you. Smash that like button. We're 26 subscribers away from 18,000. 26 away from 18,000. So throw in on the right-hand side. Pedro Porro will take it. And then that's one back by Matoma, who's going to run at us. He's beaten Porro like he's not there. I like this boy. He gets the ball across and it's cleared. Guess who cleared it? Danso. That boy has been immense at the back. But Matoma already has taken Porro to the cleaners twice. And he's been on for 2.5 minutes. Proper wide man, Matoma. Here's Destiny Udogie bursting forward. Bursting forward. Van Heck wins the ball fairly, says the ref. Udogie hasn't made any effort to run back. Udogie, run backwards. That's really bad from Udogie. He's not even tracked back. Look, he's still not even in the camera. Come on, mate. Gave the ball away. You've got to track back. I'll keep you updated on all the other scores, by the way. There's a ball lofted in and headed back to Vicario by Brennan Johnson. So Tottenham 1, Brighton 0. As it stands, Brentford are going to beat Brighton into that 8th place. So it's going to be an interesting half to see. What do Brighton do? How much do they go for it? We'll see. Still Southampton 0, Arsenal 1. That's the game they're just bringing up on the TV at the moment. As Pedro Porro sweeps a free kick down the line. And that's a terrible ball. It's gone all the way out for a throw into Brighton. So at the moment, Solanke's penalty, the difference between the two sides. And there's a throw in for Brighton on the right-hand side this time. Now here's Belieber. Plays it across to Webster. And he goes across to Matoma. So dangerous, this guy. He's the one that ruined us. He's running at them again. He's cut in, and this time Pedro Porro does get a foot in on him to win the ball. But Matoma, that, for anyone who cares, that's my type of winger. That's my type of winger, not the Brennan Johnsons, not the Tells. Players like Matoma, that is definitely my type of winger. So Brighton just starting to dominate here. Here's Webster to Van Heck. Back to Van Heck. He goes out wide to Minte. Good run by Belieber. Back out wide to Mitoma. Takes his man on again, gets the cross again, and it's a corner. Mitoma is a pain in the arse. That is a proper winger that causes problems all day long. All day long. All day long. Big up to everyone in the chat. Smash the like button if you haven't already. So the corner kick here for Brighton. Looks like Matoma's going to take this. No, he's left it actually for, I think is that Hinshelwood? Will Danso get his head on this as well? Corner kick, whipped in, into the box, won by the Brighton player, dropped, and it's 1-1. Really poor from Spurs, really poor, and it was Hinshelwood again. Corner kick came over, they won it high in the air, and Jack Hinshelwood buried the ball into the back of the net from a few yards out. Tottenham 1, Brighton, Hove Albion 1. And to be fair, you would say that they've deserved it. They have been much the better football team today. They are the only team actually playing. And it is Brighton 1-1. Brighton 1-1. Let me just change that score. Brighton 1-1. What did you think, guys? Poor defending. Really cheap goal to give away. But again, Matoma has come on. He's changed this game for me. I think again, let me know in the chat what you think. I think Matoma has changed this game. He's a danger. Every time he runs at Spurs, he's an utter danger. He's an utter danger. And Pedro Porro doesn't quite know what to do with him. So Jack Hinshelwood scores tonight. I think he scored the other night, didn't he, against Liverpool as well? Ipswich have equalised against West Ham. So I don't know what's happening with the league table, but here's Brighton again. Here's Belieber. Good player, Belieber, by the way. Good player. Broadhead is the Ipswich goal scorer. Broadhead with the goal for Ipswich. It's all got a bit sloppy from Spurs here, isn't it? It's all a bit sloppy with no real outball at the moment. Here's Brighton again. Brighton for another good chance. Saved by Vicario. Chelsea have scored at Nottingham Forest. That's a massive goal. Chelsea have scored at Nottingham Forest. As things stand, Nottingham Forest will not be in the Champions League, but Chelsea will be. I'll get the league table up in a minute. But again, Brighton just carved through Spurs a little bit too easily there. Just a little bit too easily. Levi Colwill with the goal. Let's see if there was any offsides. No, good goal. Good goal from Chelsea. Yeah, well worked. Chelsea 1-0 up. So as it stands, I'll wait for Sky to put the league table up. Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea and Newcastle will be the top 5. If Villa find a goal, they will be in there above Newcastle unless Newcastle find a goal. So it's all squeaky bum time for those teams at the moment. Nottingham Forest are going to be in 7th. Guys, does 7th get Conference League or Europa League? I never know anymore. Tottenham here, by the way, are struggling. We are struggling to contain Brighton. So as it stands, Forest are going to be in the Conference League playoff. As it stands, Villa are in the Europa, Newcastle, Chelsea, City, Arsenal, Liverpool and Spurs in the Champions League. And that's how it's going to stay at the moment, unless Chelsea win the European trophy on Wednesday. Southampton have equalised against Arsenal, Ross Stewart. At the moment, Tottenham are back down to 17th. Good gosh, back down to 17th. Yeah, I'll be honest, guys. I know everyone wants to call me negative. I find Spurs really tough to watch. I find us a really tough watch. I don't know what we work on in training, I'm going to be honest. But Tottenham won, Brighton won, and as I said, Southampton have equalised. So Southampton have equalised and Chelsea have taken the lead. So massive last 35, 40 minutes for those teams in the Champions League places. Anyway, here's Spurs with a ball at the back. West Ham have scored. West Ham have hit back immediately. Nathan Broadhead had equalised for Ipswich. And now Jared Bowen has scored for West Ham. Hang on, good run from Tell. Pulls the ball back. Brennan Johnson, he's missed. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. Is that Johnson? Sorry, was that? Who was that? I think, oh, my God, how's he missed that? Oh, dearie me. We haven't had many opportunities, but when we have, what a fluff that was. Tell did well, slipped his man, went down the side. That was much better from Tell. Pulled it across. And Brennan Johnson, I'll tell you what, any coach will tell you this right now. What did Brennan Johnson do wrong there? He went with his right foot instead of his left foot. That's a player who's not comfortable on his left foot. That guy, that right there should have been 2-1 to Tottenham. Should have been 2-1 to Tottenham. Awful finish. Should have been swept home with his left foot. Here's Brighton into the box. Shot blocked by Danso. Danso is a very good player. Very good. Danso, take a bow. You've been my man of the match by a country mile. Kevin Danso. Brilliant. Really, really good defending by Kevin Danso. So it's all starting to heat up now with 35 to 30 minutes to 40 minutes to go in all of the Premier League games. Thank you very much. Very generous of you as we're 24 away from 18,000. 24. Pedro Porro gets a yellow card for Tottenham Hotspur. So it's going to be a free kick taken by Gruder out on the left-hand side for Brighton. Spurs need to defend this better than the corner that we didn't defend. And Gruder. Whips it in, left-footed. It's up in the air. No one can seem to get it away. And then Bentancur does slice it away. And the ref has given a free kick to Tottenham for something. So it looks like Veltman is coming on for Brighton. I don't know who that. I think that maybe that's Igor coming off. I don't know. I'll let you know in a minute. Yeah, Igor is going off for Brighton and Veltman is going on. So as it stands, Newcastle are drawing but still have the Champions League place. Villa are drawing, but if they score one and Newcastle don't, will also have a Champions League place. Nottingham Forest are losing and are in the Conference League position. And that's the Conference League playoffs. Here's Danso. Loses the ball. That's the first time he's lost the ball today. And then a ball played in. Minte's through, but well held up by Udogie there. It's laid back. It's dinked across goal and blocked by Archie Gray. It's gone out wide to Matoma. I really like Matoma. Now a ball is whipped back in, cleared by Gray. And a good touch by Webster brings it out the air and Brighton can come again. So no Premier League goals for the last 6 or 7 minutes since Jared Bowen scored to put West Ham 2-1 up. So as it stands, West Ham, let me double check this. As it stands, West Ham are going to be 14th, Wolves 15th, United 16th, and Spurs 17th. As it stands, 17th in the Premier League. Apparently, I've been told off for saying that's not good enough. Brighton are in again here. It's all Brighton, if we're going to be brutally honest. It's all Brighton. As the ball is swept wide to Matoma. Cuts in. Here's Van Hecker. Still Van Hecker. Here's Minte. Twisting, turning, lays it off to Van Hecker. It's all very tight in there. And Van Hecker's still got it. And there's the turn. They're through. There's the shot. Good save. Good save, Vicario. Brighton are just playing through us at will at the moment. And unfortunately, we've kind of gone back to the stinky Tottenham that can't play football at the moment. You know, really, really poor. Really poor from Tottenham right now. So Chelsea's still 1-0 up. 32 minutes to go there. Levi Colwill with the goal. Huge goal for Chelsea. Huge goal for the Champions League fight. Corner whipped in. Headed away. Only as far as Belieber. And, oh, they've hit the post. I'll tell you what a good effort that was. It went through the bodies. It hit the post. But now Tottenham, can we counter-attack? No, we've given it away with our first pass. We look... just don't know. We don't really seem to have any structure. We don't really have a pattern of play. It just feels very meh. And at the moment, this will be, I think, if someone could correct me, is this going to be one win in our last 13 Premier League games or the last 12? Can someone let me know if we don't win this? Someone in the chat, if we don't win this, will this be one win in our last 13 or one win in our last 12? As Matoma lays the ball back to Gruder, back to Matoma. You just feel that Brighton are edging closer, don't you, to another goal. Matoma again. Gruder again. They're just growing in confidence here. Minte goes past Tell for fun. Ball pulls it across and it's gone out for a corner. Tottenham are under the cosh here. Absolutely under the cosh. I'll tell you what, he's got to find a way of playing in the summer. If Ange stays, he's got to find a way of playing in the summer because this is awful. Like, we can't play like this week in, week out. It's going to be a corner kick to Brighton. You just feel the goals coming, don't you? Corner kick for Brighton. Whipped in, headed down. No one in the box. It's 2-1. Told you it was coming. And Hinshelwood again. Spurs have not learnt from their lesson of 2 minutes ago. Spurs have not learnt from their lesson of 2 minutes ago. They've left Hinshelwood in the 6-yard box on his own. Let's have a look. Who should have been marking him? Because that was utterly diabolical from Tottenham. That was diabolical again. Hinshelwood with a brace. I bet you he's never got a Premier League brace before. Utterly diabolical. Let's have a look. The corner comes in, headed down, and Archie Gray just didn't do anything. Archie Gray did not do a thing. And Tottenham just, it's so poor. It was a cheeky back heel, everyone, by the way. It was a back heel. It was a cheeky back heel. Brighton are 2-1 up. Yeah, just again, for me, yes, everyone's on the high from Wednesday, but for me, it's just too many bad games of football. And again, this is going to be, if we don't, listen, we've still got time, but if we don't come back into this, this is going to be 22 defeats for Tottenham Hotspur. Really, really poor. And for me, again, Archie Gray not marking his man in the box. Ben Davis has come on for Mickey van der Ven, and Richarlison's come on for Solanke, and Bentancur has come off for Basuma. So Richie, Basuma, and Davis for Van der Ven, Bentancur, and Solanke. As it stands, Newcastle hanging on to that 5th place by goal difference above Aston Villa. So, Brighton, the goalkeeper's got the ball in his hands, rolls the ball out. They're a good passing team, Brighton. You can see the difference is, I know people have a go at me. You can see they're coached. You can see they're a well-coached, well-drilled football team. And I don't look at us and see that. I don't look at us and see that. I look at this and think this is a team that had to put 10 men behind the ball to win the trophy that everyone's losing their minds about. And for me, this is just poor. They're coming forward again. Here's Minte. He takes on Basuma, but Basuma gets a touch, and it's going to be a corner kick. Basuma wants the goal kick. The ref said corner kick. Basuma says no. Ryan Gravenberch has been sent off for Liverpool. So Ryan Gravenberch, what should be a celebratory day, has been sent off. Still 24 away from 18,000, if anyone would be so kind. 24 away. Anyway, it's going to be a corner whipped in, and it's just headed wide by Brighton. And again, Brighton are dominating Tottenham here, absolutely from pillar to post. Newcastle United 0, Everton 1. Newcastle United 0, Everton 1. If I'm not wrong, that now puts Aston Villa into the Champions League places without winning. If I'm not wrong, Aston Villa will go into the Champions League places if that goal stands. Wow. Yeah, we're on a 1 point per game ratio. Rovshan, do I have a happy life? I've got a very happy life. I've got 2 brilliant dogs. I've got a lovely wife. I've got a really nice house. I've got some brilliant friends, great family. I've got a great life. How about you? Have you got a good life? Sorry. Sorry. Is it because I think Spurs aren't very good at football? Yeah. Sure. Rovshan, thank you. I'm happy for me as well. What a weird question. So let's have a look at the table. I'm pretty sure Aston Villa have now gone into fifth by virtue of Everton winning at Newcastle. Newcastle United have currently dropped out of the top top five. That is madness. That is utter madness. Wow. So Villa, who are down to 10 men, I'm looking at the stats of the Villa game, by the way, and they are, Man U are all over them, apparently. Man U are all over them. This is mad. The last day of the season. There's a Brighton player down injured, by the way, which is why I'm not commentating. You're not missing anything. There's a Brighton player down injured. So Villa have got 24 minutes to hold on. Newcastle have got 24 minutes to find a goal. Madness. Can you really not believe we're losing this? Really? Can you really believe that we're not losing this? We're not very good. I think everyone seems to think that just because we've won the Europa League that we're good suddenly. Absolutely, Joe. I really do not rate Dominic Solanke one bit. I know. This is how bad Ange has done in the league. Everton are 10 points clear of Tottenham. That is absolutely unacceptable. I can't believe twice from two corners we've allowed Hinchelwood to be unmarked in the box. Cheeky goal. They're just showing it again. Cheeky goal. By the way, if I'm looking at the table correctly, if Nottingham Forest equalise, no, Chelsea would still be in there. Chelsea would still be in there. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's all getting very, very tight. It's all getting very, very tight. So Man U, with nothing to play for, can they upset Aston Villa? Oh, wow. So what has been our worst ever Premier League season is just getting worse and worse and worse. Tottenham. How Spursy. So Everton, Carlos Alcaraz got the Everton goal. So Everton winning away at Newcastle. No one would have probably had that on their accumulators. Here's Matoma. He's going to run up Porro again. He lays it back. And Brighton have absolutely dominated Tottenham here. Absolutely dominated. Brighton have had 19 shots. So this is going to be another team that have over 20 shots against Tottenham in a Premier League game. It's embarrassing, isn't it? Hey, it is what it is. So 73 minutes gone. Just coming up to, bless me. What can Tottenham do? Can we find one goal for a bit of pride? Can we salvage this? Nope, we've given the ball away immediately. Matisse Tell. And now they're coming forward again, Brighton. I don't know where they scout these players from, you know. They do such a good job with it. They're in again. Here's Matoma. Lays it across. And it's gone out for a corner kick. And Brighton are all over Tottenham here. We are a very, very poor team. We really are. I've never seen us this bad at football. I'll be honest. I just do not know how we've won that Europa League. So a corner kick. Please, somebody mark Hinchelwood. We've got to learn from the last two. He's just hovering around there again. I can see him. As the ball comes in, flicked on, cleared, knocked down, then cleared properly by Danso. It's going to be squeaky bum time, isn't it, for those Newcastle and Villa fans? Squeaky bum time for those clubs. Stanley! Here he comes. Here he comes. Hello, come and see me. Come and see me. Come and see me. Come and see me. Come and see your daddy, who must be so fun at parties. Come and see me. Come and see me. Oh, you big fat boy now. Oh, you a big fat boy. Oh, look. If anyone wants to see Stanley, look. Oh, there he is. There he is. There's our little Stanley. Hey, Stanley, someone asked in the chat, do we have a good life? We do, don't we, Stanley? You do. Do we? My beautiful boy. Oh, what a beautiful boy he is. Hey. If only you'd got to meet Frankie. You didn't get to meet Frank, did you? You didn't get to meet Frank? No. Good boy. Good boy. You're a good boy. Oh, he's getting too big. Honestly, he used to sit on my lap. And I'll tell you what, it was, he didn't weigh of anything. Now, when he's on my lap, I'm just so, hang on. Let's go back to the game. Big up to each and every one of you. I mean, we've ended the season, I suppose, with another Spurs-like performance, if we're going to be honest. Man City have guaranteed themselves Champions League football. They are 2-0 up at Fulham. Erling Haaland with a penalty. So Manchester City have guaranteed themselves Champions League football. Man City will, in the end, they've done it by about 5 points, 4 points. But it's all about the other games. Bournemouth are 1-0 up. Antoine Semenyo, another player that I like. Antoine Semenyo. By the way, this does put Brighton back into 8th as things stand. And I believe, could someone tell me in the chat, if Chelsea, oh, I don't know. And if Chelsea win the trophy, there's some VAR at Aston Villa. Let me find out what that is. Don't know. Someone tell me what's going on at Villa, at Man U for Man U Villa. VAR I saw, but I don't know why. Anyway, back here, 13 minutes to go. Kind of need this season to end now. It's been tough to watch this season. I'm not going to lie. What are you eating? What have you got in your mouth? What have you got in your mouth? Sorry, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here. Oh, we really do get dominated by absolutely everyone, don't we? Here's Richarlison, though, on the halfway line. So it's a yellow card for, is that Gruder? I don't know who that was for. Someone's got a yellow card for Brighton. It's all happening, isn't it? It's all happening. all happening. As we're 22 subscribers away from 18,000. 22 of you. There's 624 in here. 22 of you. 22 of you. Yeah, the majority are going to be Anjin because he's just won a trophy. But for me, as I said, we watch this league form every week, and 22 defeats, if it stays like this, is absolutely shambolic. I mean, it's like we're a newly promoted club. As Brighton are coming forward again here. Good tackle. No, the ref doesn't like it. The ref didn't like it. It's a free kick. Manchester United 1, Villa 0. So Amad Diallo has scored for Man U. So that will put Newcastle back into the Champions League. Newcastle are back in the Champions League. A goal for Amad Diallo. It's all happening. Oh, it's all happening. All happening. Man United 1, Villa 0, Amad Diallo. So the league table will shift back to Newcastle in 5th. Villa will be in the Europa League and Forest in the Conference League playoff. Oh, mate, you know me. I'm a stronger character than that. Too many of these people are very weak individuals. Very weak. So just over 9 minutes to go. It's going to be a corner kick. Oh, sorry, free kick for Brighton here. It's going to be an interesting last 10, 15 minutes in the Premier League, isn't it? So it's going to be a corner kick on the left-hand side, and it's going to be a left-footed outswinger. Vicario's down. Vicario's wearing the captain's armband at the moment. So, Man U 1 up. Man City 2 up. Bournemouth beating Leicester 1-0. Wolves 1, Brentford 1. Manetzi with the goal. They're the latest goals in the Premier League. I'll keep you updated. Forest are still losing at home to Chelsea. Corner, whipped in, headed down, and Vicario catches that one easily. But again, Spurs have now had yet another game where it looks like we're going to lose another game at home and another game where 20 plus shots on our goal. Interesting times. Interesting times, people. Big up, by the way, to Mario. Said, Man U have to pay Chelsea 3.5 million for Mason Mount's appearance in the final. Poor Man U only get 5 million for the final. Big up to you, Mario. Thank you very much, buddy. That's very funny. Kobe Mead said, I'm still Ange out. 22 losses. It's just wow. Yeah, listen, guys, you know me. You know I'm not a flip-flop. You know I'm not going to change as easily as the wind. Big up to you, Kobe. Appreciate you, my man. Smash the likes if you haven't already. There's 650 of you in here. Only 387 likes. We should have 500. Please smash that subscribe button as well. We are 19 away from 18,000. 19 away. No fake scores. People saying Man U is 0-0. Man U is not 0-0. Man U are winning a 1-0. Spurs give the ball away again out the back. God, we look dreadful, don't we? Really poor. 84 minutes gone. Here's Hinshelwood. Does well, Hinshelwood, doesn't he? Remember his dad playing. And I think Liverpool have equalised. Against Crystal Palace. Mo Salah with the goal. Jurgen Klopp in the stands. Brighton have had 21 shots at goal. Gosh, we really are poor, aren't we? As Basuma plays a ball forward, easily dealt with. It's like we've got no plan. Like we don't. It's like we don't work on anything. Really poor. I know we're not allowed to say anything though because we just won the Europa League. But it's just yeah. And this is the 22nd time I'm going to sit here this season doing a watch along saying, "Oh, we've lost," and everyone just thinks it's okay. Brighton now moving the ball right to left. Here's Matoma. Twists, turns, lays it off to Hinshelwood. He lays it off to, can't see who that is, but the ball's gone now out wide to Adingra. Is that Minte? He's beating his man. The ball's been whipped across, this time blocked by Spurs. Yeah, they're superior. They're a superior football team to us, aren't they? They just play such nice football. Oh, Spurs giving the ball away again. And Spurs, it's a penalty to Brighton. It's a penalty for the foul by Basuma. It's a penalty to Brighton. And I think for me, this game has kind of summed up the season, hasn't it? Kind of summed up the season. Penalty for Brighton for the foul by Basuma. Yeah. West Ham are 3-1 up. Mohamed Kudus. So as things stand, Spurs are going to finish 17th in the Premier League, 4 points behind Wolves in 16th, 4 points behind Man United, 5 points behind West Ham, 10 points behind Everton, and 15 points behind Crystal Palace. It's utterly dreadful. Utterly dreadful. Anyway, here is Matt O'Reilly. Of course, he used to play for Ange. Matt O'Reilly steps up. Vicario doing his best to put him off. Arsenal scored in the last minute. Martin Odegaard's given them the lead. So Arsenal looks like they've won on the last day of the season. Arsenal 2-1 up at Southampton. Here's Matt O'Reilly. Steps up. Left-footed. Sends the keeper the keeper the right way. Brighton are 3-1 up. And another game. Tottenham have lost 22 games of football. Tottenham have managed to lose 22 games of football. Another game with 20 plus shots against us. I don't know what to say. I know people are just going to talk about the Europa League, but it's really poor. We're now going to end this season on a 0 goal difference. It's bad. It's bad. This is now, by the way, our joint second worst goals conceded tally ever. Our worst is 66. Our second worst was 64. So this is our second worst goals conceded tally ever. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I know we've just got to celebrate Wednesday, right? If you spam, you're just going to be blocked. I'll give you one more chance. Stop spamming. You've written it about 15 times. I hope he does. For me, this is not acceptable. We're so poor to watch. We are so poor to watch. As the game now does go into the 90th minute, 3-1 to Brighton. And again, can anyone in the chat let me know, please, how many home defeats have we now got? How many defeats at home have we got? Is this 10 home defeats? If anyone could let me know. Is this 10 home defeats? 10. 10. Wow. I mean, what 10 defeats at home? 10 defeats at home, 12 away. I mean, what? Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Oh, well. Man United are 2-0 up, so Aston Villa will not be in the Champions League. They'll be in the Europa League as things stand. So it looks like it's going to be Chelsea, Newcastle, Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. And, of course, Tottenham Hotspur. Anyway, 90th minute. Come on, ref, put us out of our misery. Just like give us 1 minute of added time or something. Bournemouth are 2-0 up. Semenyo with a brace. Semenyo with a brace. Semenyo with the brace, another player I like, so much better than the likes of Matisse Tell and Brennan Johnson and these players. 6 minutes. Ref, why are you doing this to us? Why do we need 6 more minutes of this? I can't believe, look how far behind Everton. We're 10 points behind Everton. And you lot are being tight. 20 more subscribers for 18,000. There's 800 of you in here. 20 more subscribers. That's all we need. The link is in there. I'm putting it in again now. Come on, guys. One last push. Be amazing to end the season on 18K. It really, really would. So thank you very much to anyone who does. As we're now just over 4 minutes to go, and Brighton have absolutely battered us here today. They've dominated from pillar to post. And they are going to bring on James Milner for what will probably be his last appearance for Brighton. And it's going to be, is that Minte going off, who's been a pain all game, Minte? You lot are so tight with the subscribers. Come on, guys. 800 of you in here. 800. Surely we can get 20. Yeah, but you see, this problem is every week we're now saying, who cares if we lose? And then we're talking about implementing winning mentality. I just don't know how those two things can coexist together. I just don't get it. Big up. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate you, my man. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate all of you. Thank you. Been a long season, isn't it? Been a long season. Brighton 4-1 up. Please, please. We can't go in with this manager next season. We can't. We can't. Tottenham 1, Brighton 4. The ball went out wide to Matoma. He played it back inside to Gomez. Gomez, wow, that's a great goal. Hats off to you, sir. That is a wonderful finish. Where do they pick these players up from? Why can none of our players do this? Brighton are 4-1 up at Tottenham, and it goes from bad to worse. We've now conceded 65 Premier League goals and have a negative goal difference. Only Wolves and the bottom 4 have conceded more. Surely even those that have seen we've won the Europa League can't be condoning this. Wolves 1, Brentford 1 is a full-time score. God, we truly are dreadful. Just please blow this whistle, ref, because this is truly, utterly embarrassing. 22 defeats, 10 defeats at home out of 19. Here's Odegaard driving through, lays the ball off. Here's Brennan Johnson, lays it back, and it's gone out for a corner kick. I don't want to hear excuses that this game doesn't mean anything. I just can't. I just can't. I don't know about you guys. It's just so hard to watch. Every game is hard to watch. Only Spurs could win a European trophy and then lose 4-1 at home. The game is over. Thank God for that. An utter shit show to end the season on. Tottenham Hotspur have lost 4-1 to Brighton. We've conceded 7 goals to Brighton this season, who do the double over us. 22 defeats. We look dreadful. Week in, week out, we look utterly disgusting. Look, I get it. I get it. We've won the Europa League. But sorry, let me just, we've won the Europa League, but does anyone truly believe that if this manager stays, the football's going to get better? Does anyone truly believe that? Please be honest with me. Does anyone believe it deep down in your heart? Do you believe it? Does anyone believe that things are going to change? We'll look at the final league table in a minute. Let's get rid of that screen. We'll look at the final league table in a minute. There are still games going on, by the way. And I guess the big game is Chelsea versus Forest. And at the moment, Forest can't find a way through. Look, grand scheme of things, we're European champions. Cool. I get it. Great. Now, the other grand scheme of things, Tottenham Hotspur have won 11 out of 38. Drawn 5, lost 22, scored 64 and conceded 65 goals. Can anyone confirm in our last 13 games, did we win 1? Wow, just wow. 24 shots. Wow. It's just unacceptable. I don't care if we won. It's just unacceptable for me. I'm going to say it. People are going to hate me for saying it. I tell the truth. It's unacceptable. You cannot lose. You cannot lose 22 games in a season. You can't. Big up to John C13. I said too many people have flipped to Ange in based on midweek euphoria. Agreed. I hope this performance reminds them why they were Ange out before Wednesday. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Thank you very much. Completely agree with you. It's disgusting. Jamie Allen, thank you very much. Said this is our reality. Wednesday was just a one-off. Agreed. Absolutely agreed with you. Thank you very much, Jamie. My man, Mike Zappa, thank you, buddy. Said after the parade, we left once we saw the bus. Didn't stick around, no, to hear Ange make it all about him. Absolutely. Look, it's absolutely shambolic, isn't it? Yes, we've won it. Yes, we've crept into the Champions League via the back door, Mike. But at the end of the day, at what cost? Matt, we haven't been on a bender for 22 defeats this season. No, sorry. No. Look, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people now who don't want Ange here. Let me see. Let me do a poll. Let's end this poll. Let's do a poll. 17th we finished. 17th. Utterly disgusting. I'm going to go live for another 5 minutes, and then I do need to run. Hang on. In, out. I just don't get it. I don't get what I look at all the abuse I've got this week from the Ange fans, and I can't fathom what they're watching. It's awful. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Hang on 1 second. And we're not, guys, let this be a lesson to everyone that's flip-flopped. That is a reminder today of how Tottenham play and how bad we are. Another team with 24 shots on our goal, scored 4. We've now only won 6 home games, lost 10 home games. We've lost 22 games in the season. We're 17th and have a -1 goal difference. Yeah, listen, we all saw our team win a trophy. But does that mean we need to lose 22 games of football in a season? It's embarrassing. How are we not embarrassed by this? How are we not? Just don't get it. 4-1 at home. 4-1. By the way, there are still games going on. Hang on, are there games going on? Let's have a look. So we'll look at the final league table in a minute, and it's not nice reading for us. Can anyone please confirm for me? Is that one defeat? Is that one win in our last 12 or one win in our last 13? Can anyone let me know? One win in 12 or one win in 13? I'll take Iriola. I'll take Glasner. I'll take Holness. I'll take Xavi. There's loads I'd take. There's absolutely loads I'd take. I agree with you. I don't think he's a very good player either. Again, another very average signing. But hey, it is what we do, isn't it? Listen, I'm not reactionary to this game. I think you all know I've said I want him out all season. Nothing's changed for me. Midweek didn't change anything for me. Brilliant. We got into the Champions League. For me, that's just papered over every single crack at the club. Again, Mark, yeah, we can't be a top 10 side. Chelsea have won, by the way. So Chelsea have won. So Maresca has taken Chelsea back in to the Champions League and possibly winning them a trophy this season. See, they're winning a trophy. They're not 17th. Do you know what I mean? Mate, I'm not going to say anything nasty about the guy. I just don't rate him as a manager. I just think he's a really, really poor football manager. Hey, it is what it is. Yeah, Xavi, Frank, Glasner. Yeah, listen, loads of them I take. Big up to my man, Francis Crizzle. Really appreciate you, Francis. Says, Sim from We Are Tottenham TV is laughing that we lost today. I can't see our league form changing. Yeah, but these are the fans that talk about winning mentality. How can we just sit and laugh as we lose week in, week out? It's just getting absolutely awful. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. There's nothing we can do. At the end of the day, you know my feelings on him. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's one win in 12. It's one win in our last 12 Premier League games. So for the last quarter of the season, we won one game against Southampton. Madness, isn't it? Absolutely madness. I think it's something, if I'm not wrong, something like 15 points from the last 70 or something. Like it's dreadful. It's absolutely dreadful. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. There's nothing we can really do. I'm not going to go mad about it now. I didn't expect any different from tonight. Belizean on board said this game was the reality check the club needed. Absolutely was indeed, mate. Absolutely was indeed. We are 15 away, by the way. 15 away from 18,000. There's 1,100 of you in here. Can 15 of you please be so kind to smash that subscribe button? It would mean the world to me to get to 18K tonight. I was always hopeful to end the season on 18. There it is. There's the link. If you would be so kind to subscribe, that would be utterly, utterly brilliant. Look, as I said, sometimes it's not just about losing, it's about the manner of the defeat. And again, it's another game where we've been battered from pillar to post. It's another game where we've been humbled and embarrassed. It's another game where we don't mark players. It's another game where we just give the ball away. It's got really, really poor for me. I mean, you can trust in Ange, but I mean, we've lost more games this season than any other league season for 50 odd years or ever. If I'm not wrong, hang on, let me have a look. Let's see the last time. Let me go back. I'll tell you what, when we last lost 22 games, here we go. Tottenham Hotspur last lost 22 games in 1935. 1935. For 90 years, we've not lost 22 games in a campaign. Let that sink in. That's the reality. Wednesday night was the anomaly. The reality is we're not a very good team. That's the reality. The facts show you we are not a very good team. 22. Madness. Let's have a look at the poll. The poll at the moment, Ange in or out? There's 500 votes, in 15%, out 85% at the moment. Yeah, if you want Ange out, subscribe. If you want Ange out, subscribe. We are now only 9 away from 18,000. Come on, there's over 1,000 of you in here. Come on. I am enabling them because they are not stupid, Matt. The people in the chat are not stupid. They understand how bad we are. You don't. It's okay. It's okay. Sure, we can be the champions of Europe all you want. We've lost 22 league games and finished 17th. We've got a minus goal difference. 22 league games. We've lost 34 league games in 2 seasons. We've lost nearly a whole season in 2 seasons. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, isn't it? Big up to each and every one of you. We're counting down. 8 more subscribers. Come on. Levy has said, how do you rate a manager? A really easy run of a few games that we struggled through, only to beat an awful Man U, or based on 38 games in the hardest league in the world? Well, Levi, in 20 months, this manager has lost 34 games. 20 months, 34 Premier League defeats. It's madness. It's madness. Gus, I agree. The champions of Europe will be the winners of the Champions League. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, mate. Come on, guys and girls. 1,000 of you. 1,000. And we can't get 9 more of you. 8 more of you to subscribe. Pete, big up to you, my man. I said Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips fighting it out to sponsor us next season if Ange stays. Oh, mate, it's awful, isn't it? Honestly, it's almost like these people are not watching what's happening to Tottenham week in, week out. It's utter chaos. It's utter madness. Big up to each and every one of you. Thank you very much for the super chat, Levi. I really appreciate that as well. Guys, you've got 1 minute if you want to get any further comments in. Let's look at the Premier League table, shall we? Matt, this isn't the era of Keith Birkinshaw. You could say whatever nonsense you want. Go away. It's boring. You're boring me now. Aussie and Spurs fan at Savage. How am I happy? I want him out because I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. Grow up. Just grow up. Don't you understand? These defeats week in, week out hurt me as a fan. They hurt me as a fan. I can't watch this week in, week out. People going, I like losing. Why do I like losing? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? 5 more people to 18K. 5 of you to 18K. Come on, people. We can do this. 5 of you to 18,000. Big up. Very generous Jordan. So when it comes to Ange, it has to be thank you and goodbye. The Europa League will always live in the memory and Ange will always be remembered for it. How can 22 league defeats in 18 not have any consequences? Bang on. 22 league defeats. And you lot are really tight. I can't get 5 out of 900 to smash the subscribe button. Jordan, you're a legend. Thank you very much. That is very, very generous. This is our lowest ever points total. It's our lowest ever Premier League points total. It's mad. It's absolute madness. our lowest ever points total, our most ever defeats in the Premier League. We are 1 goal off our record of the number of goals conceded. It's got to change. It's absolutely got to change. Guys, girls, I am going to leave it there. Thank you very much. We couldn't get to 18K. We've got to 17,997. 17,997. Before I end, can we get 3 of you? 3 people. Just a little smash of the subscribe button. Here it is. There it is. There it is. Come on. There's the link. 3 of you to get to 18,000. Guys, much love. Take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs. I hope you've enjoyed the watch-alongs. We'll be back for all the pre-season watch-alongs. We'll be back on FHTV Plus. We're going to have loads and loads of stuff. Perchy and I have got a show tomorrow evening. We've got the collective tomorrow evening. Spurs morning chat is back tomorrow morning. Much love. We're ending the show 2 away from 18K. You tight gits. Thank you. Much love. And as always, come on, you Spurs.